One. See, hello everybody, welcome to the Chainsaw Man episode. We're now an anime channel. We're going to talk about the movie.
Ew.
Yeah, there it is. See, so here we go. We got the Werewolf movie coming out. Everybody's so excited for it. I don't know, Shinny, what do you think of this? JFK, isn't she?
I'm very excited because I mentioned that this. I think Reze is a really cool character.
There it is. We got the man himself on the staff. Let's not bullshit you. We're doing a werewolf episode as per usual. We're going over the spirits that we didn't go over in the Axis Mundi episode, along with just come up with some ideas of our own. See, yeah, we're doing another one of these open table episodes where anything goes. We just think of anything, we come up with anything, and then we just spitball. That's what we got.
I'm sure this won't end badly.
Yeah, there it is.
Exactly, the hint spirit.
Yeah, we've done stuff like this before, so let's just go ahead and going over now. Beast Among Us. What even is this? I just click on. Let's see. Apocalypse, Axis Mundi. Let's go and pull this up. See, there it is. I love how all these images, whenever you go into Google Images, are super low resolution. You can barely tell what's going on with any of these. See,
what is this? A reference for ants?
There it is, a reference for ants. So I have to pull this up. Axis Mundi. Let's go over what was left in this book that we did not fully cover the last episode. So last time we did this, we covered most of the bases when it came to the Troubled Broods and what kind of spirits that they would have. So we all know how this works by this point, where we've already gone over what a Spirit Brood is. Is someone in the kitchen?
Sorry, that's probably me. Let me close the door.
I think there's somebody in your kitchen.
Someone making breakfast?
Yeah.
Some.
It's dinner time somewhere. We've already gone over, like me and Dan went over in the last episode about what a spirit is, how that system necessarily works. I now get the power stat, what that's supposed to mean. You're supposed to multiply that by 10. That's the health levels of a spirit. That's how that works. That's not how that works. You tell me what this is.
It's just basically Essence, but with a different name.
Yeah, Essence. And then Essence. So if I were to look at the search, which has got like a power rating of 40, how is that?
It turns out that's only in tens.
Yeah,
so
in tens.
That was back. I guess that's back when ranks were in tens.
Yeah.
Or in the hundreds.
Oh yeah, back in Werewolf 4th edition, where I could not tell you how that renown system was supposed to work. It just did not make any sense.
It was very weird. Yeah.
So power is a little different now. So
all right.
Actually, I think it's actually
power is just another term for Essence.
Yeah.
2 for cross splatation.
Got it. So.
But yeah, like a power of 20 would be 2, or a power of 80 would be 8.
Mm-hmm.
So
that would be an
I will say this too. Whoever brings up spirits, remember this when here. Spirits do their power is their health point and also their power pool.
Yes.
Essence is.
Got it.
That means they use the power to Essence to hit you with things, but also use it to take damage.
Yes.
Continue.
Just making sure we've gotten over. I'm making sure we didn't miss anything we went over in the last episodes, because I'm just flipping through the Spirit Broods right now. We went over Rogue
there's
Ravens.
Some plant spirits.
What? Plant spirits? Yeah. We'll get into plants. I'm just making sure we didn't miss anything with the other spirits. We talked about the Smurg. We've already gone over this. Owl's Brood, we went over a lot. I swear there was something we had to cut out of Owl that we just did not have the time to really cover.
Well, there's also moon spirits.
Yeah,
there's more than just loons for moon
the loons. You want to talk about Luna? Is this how we want to start the episode?
Well, yeah, let's get Luna out the way.
I mean, we could. But real quick, did we talk about the twice? What are they called? The twice?
Yeah, we talked about the twice born. How they're zombies and not zombies at the same time.
They're zombies asterisk.
Yeah, where the Garo Nation is kind of wishy-washy with how they define what necromancy is supposed to be. King, no, we're not talking about grain. We're not going over this.
What?
Yeah,
I didn't say anything.
This episode is not going to get sexy.
Oh.
Yeah.
What a bet?
Oh.
Yeah,
well, hey, if you want to know about grain, just watch the Fiona episode.
There it is. Just the Fiona episode.
No, because Johnny said something, I'm gonna find some way to do it.
You're gonna find
some way.
He's gonna find something sexy. Just wait and see. Alright. We went over to misshapen.
Oh, we're deviant art.
Did you know that there's a great green cheese spirit?
Okay. This is
It's
probably...
it's a very French. It's a very French-like spirit.
Now, French or French Canadian?
I
I'm not
imagine
sure.
full-blooded
There's not really
French.
much history about it.
It's going into it.
I imagine full French in the middle of Paris.
Okay. Now I'm on the page of the plans. All right, let's go over this. You have to scroll really far in Axis Mundi. As I mentioned before, this is a very thick book. What page am I even on for this? Page 116.
Damn, boy, he thick.
He is thick.
Damn.
See, let's go over the ginseng. You want to talk about this? I'm talking about this plant. So if I go in here, I type in ginseng. What does this even look like?
I'm pretty sure ginseng is a type of tea.
Yeah, spell it wrong.
Is ginseng tea?
There it is. It's a root. It goes in your tea. There we go. We got this nice stock image up on screen for it. So what this is, it's got a rage score of 2, 9 points of gnosis, 7 willpower, and 40 power. So, how am I supposed to fight this? So what this is...
What do you guys think about?
So, you if you can't beat him, eat him, right?
Oh, yeah.
It's probably an angling spirit, so it's not really meant for fighting. It's meant for just to be devoured.
So,
Just imagine your whole pack brings out.
How about you talk about the history, Johnny? That's kind of your thing.
A history of the ginseng. So, like, how did we learn that we could do this? Well, this all goes back to China when somebody said, "Hey, let's go put this in our tea," and it turns out it's actually got some good herbal properties to it.
It's not just Chinese; it's also Cherokee.
Let's see, Cherokee. Is that we type in like history of ginseng? What exactly do we get? Because who are the first people to learn how to use this? Because you look at this.
I mean, it's all about according to speculation.
Yeah, it was discovered in Manchuria, China, in the mountains 5,000 years ago, and then we started using it in Chinese medical texts as of 196 AD is when we started using this. And it turns out that it had a lot of medical properties. It would cure chronic pain and chronic illnesses, and it could be used to renew energy, protect brain cells. It made you horny when you ate it. And it's a happy plant that does a lot of good stuff for you, and now we put in energy drinks. And that's the history behind it.
Wow.
What about lavender?
Not really much history behind it.
It's a plant. Like what do you think there was going to be? There was going to be some sort of big American legend about the ginseng?
Well,
there's literally like half a page of history behind this thing in the book.
The ginseng. All right, no, tell me the ginseng story.
Okay. Legends say that in the earliest days of the world, when plants first blossomed forth on Gaia's surface, they were not fixed to one spot, but roamed freely across the earth until they found the right combination of soil and water for their roots. Once settled, however, they remained in those places, gradually forgetting that they ever possessed the urge to wander. Ginseng, however, never forgot. When humans appeared on the earth, ginseng spirits saw their form and took it for its own. Occasionally, a ginseng spirit would uproot itself and walk around for short periods of time on ploppy legs, always returning to its place in the earth. So like when a little ginseng spirit appears, it kind of looks like some root trees, but they're just walking on their roots.
So you expect me to believe that all these plants just got up one day and started walking across the world?
Yeah, they learned it from man. They're like, hey, these guys are walking on 2 legs. Maybe we can do that. Oh, what do you know?
What came first, the man or the plant?
I can walk!
I'm dancing.
I'll believe this for a minute.
Sometimes on these brief forays,
I don't know.
they would encounter medicine men or wise women of the early human tribes. From these meetings resulted the custom in many cultures of addressing ginseng spirits by name that referred to its human-like form. To the Chinese, ginseng was Jin Xing, human-like form. To the Chinese, while the Cherokee addressed ginseng as Yuin Usti, which translates to little man. After the rise of the gauntlet, most plant spirits found that humans could no longer hear them when they spoke. Ginseng spirits, however, still retain the ability to communicate with certain sensitive humans and other awakened creatures, possessed due to its love for the adaptable shape of the human species. So, Ginseng, they really think the human form is pretty practical.
Mm-hmm. Well,
Yeah,
after all, we
makes
were made
sense.
in the image of God, so therefore.
Well, to be fair, on a biological standpoint, a human body is a fucking mess on a biological
We're
standpoint.
super smart. We can regenerate by regain our stamina by sweating. We keep ourselves cool. We don't overheat. We can just not get tired.
And yet we're the top of the food chain, so we must be doing something right.
There it is. Where can I find this? You can find this in the hardwood forests. They're nice and cool of Canada, Asia, and the southeast United States. Also in the Umbra in the same locations. They'll teach you Mother's Touch. They'll help you with regeneration. Anything that involves mental fortitude. So, it's slipping my mind what the gift is, but it's essentially like fortitude, but with werewolves in the mental sense. And what does the ginseng have as a taboo? Don't hurt anybody. I don't want you to hurt nobody. I don't want you to kill nobody. Well, I can't help it, ginseng. I'm a werewolf. I have to do this.
I have the urge to kill.
Yeah. I need to
cannot
kill.
stop.
I need to kill.
Well, anyway,
If it's
So I guess
we
the
can kill
children
Shall
of
we talk
Gaia, the children of Gaia would find ginseng useful then.
Yeah. Yes. They stuffed this. They crammed this in their mouths about a handful. That isn't it like a ginseng candy that you can just go and like. I swear it's a thing they saw at Walgreens. But,
well,
think I
Yes,
saw
anyway,
those too.
at the end of the day, it really is just tea.
yeah.
But when you're in the Umbra, when you want to make tea with ginseng, you kind of have to chase it on two legs,
Oh.
like the gingerbread man.
I'm gonna bring her shop.
But anyway, shall we go with
Corn.
or ayahuasca? next?
Corn.
Or maybe fire.
Ayahuasca sounds like a lot of fun, but
corn.
let's get
Corn. and
Corn.
ayahuasca.
All right.
Corn.
then.
Go corn.
You got me like a freak on a leash.
There it is.
Corn spirits are the children of Gaia's bounty and the proof of her desire to provide sustenance for her children. In legendary times, corn spirits moved freely among the early peoples of the world, teaching them the secrets of agriculture. Gaia herself sometimes took the form of a great corn spirit. In this form, humans knew and worshipped her as Corn Woman.
Yes.
Ceres,
for corn
Demeter,
flake.
Agawa, which means old woman, and other goddesses to harvest. Interesting.
Yeah.
So, the rise of the gauntlet ended the ability of corn spirits to communicate with humans. With the rise of modern agriculture methods that demystify the growing of the food, planting and harvesting were reduced to a series of chores that were no longer infused with ritual means. Despite the proportions of vast fields of corn in the American Wild West, in other grain-producing countries, corn spirits are relatively uncommon. I can't even say that word.
Is it
Agriplexus?
Agriplexy.
agriplexus?
An agriplexus, whatever the heck that means, maintained by the farming industry, do not provide suitable environments of corn spirits.
Big
Only
damn
on
farms.
Yeah, only on small farms and in places where corn grows wild can these fragile spirits still be found.
I want my corn with no pesticides, no herbicides, no nothing. I want the pure corn and only the corn.
She's not
So,
into big corn.
Okay.
Yes.
Got to go to Saskatchewan for that stuff.
There it is. Then,
Oh, for real? Or Kansas.
okay, so where can you find the corn spirit? Anywhere, just anywhere where corn can grow, you will find the corn, and that's it.
Well,
Okay,
corn
then
spirits
it's very
inhabit
fucking-
glades which correspond to earthly fields of hand-tended or free-grown corn.
Yeah, there it is. The
Children
hippie
of
land.
the corn.
That's where you can find it.
So what about
farmland.
taboos?
Let's see. Taboo. You must offer food to her. She must offer food to her visitors. If this offer is refused, the spirit will be driven into slumber, and will be asleep for the season. To awaken the slumbering corn spirit, the girls must consume a small portion of cornmeal, cornbread, and other food containing corn, over the sleeping spirit. And you must thank the spirit for making the corn, and then the corn mix up. So it's not something that you need to do. You just need to eat the corn when it says it. But mommy, I don't want to eat corn. All I eat for breakfast, lunch, and dinner is corn. Well, guess what? You gotta do it.
You'll eat your corn and you'll like it.
Yeah, you gotta eat.
Man.
You gotta eat the corn. That's what you gotta do.
Oh
You're
man.
gonna have a muffin, and you're going to like it.
See,
Oh man,
I want a
cornbread.
muffin.
Cornbread
What
is
flavor?
so good. Nothing wrong with
Cornbread
cornbread.
does kick
Cornbread,
ass. Not
very
gonna
good.
lie.
see what
Does
kind of
popcorn count?
see,
It
and
sure does.
and she teaches you stuff that's along the lines of making food, natural cycles, just very basic level 1 gifts. There's also an entry in the Croatan book about the Corn Maiden, and how you have this lady in the corn.
I just said that.
She pops out, she
Apparently
gives you
also-
corn.
Yep.
Yeah.
She also can be depicted as Demeter, and it's
Yeah.
usually, and sometimes it can be Gaia herself
yeah,
that takes on the form of a corn
She,
spirit.
she may or may not be an aspect of Gaia.
Well,
Hard to
what's
say.
also funny, I want amongst the Nuahi, the changes of the Native Americans, there is a
Yeah.
there is a corn fairy.
The popcorn fairy is real.
No, the corn fairy.
Yeah, it is.
I mean, okay, let's not get corny with all this, all right?
Let's see.
Okay,
How
no,
dare you.
no,
Ooh,
no,
Yes.
See.
Yes.
no.
Ooh.
Shame on you.
See, have you gone down the rabbit hole of like women on TikTok and YouTube that just eat cornstarch like straight out of the bag?
Yeah, they call
No.
it corn hub.
Yeah.
Corn
there
hub.
is.
That's-
I'm looking
Thank
at
goodness I'm not on TikTok.
I'm looking at Miss
But
Starch.
I am unfortunately on Instagram.
This woman uploads twice a week where she's just picking up cornstarch and eating it by the handful, or just.
Does she snort it like Coke?
I don't know. I don't know. I haven't seen all of her videos lately. I need to get caught up in Miss Cornstarch lore.
I don't
What
want
is-
to live on this planet anymore.
There it is.
Please see me out.
All
I don't
right.
want to be here anymore.
Speaking of snorting stuff.
Yeah.
No.
Father
I'm
Coyote?
no, never mind. Go on. I think I found the corn fairy.
Let's see.
Fuck are you?
You want to talk about ayahuasca next, don't you?
Well,
No.
let's start with Father Peyote, I
Let's
guess.
see.
I mean-
Father Peyote. All right, we'll go over to Peyote.
All right. Revered
All
by
right.
many Native Americans, peyote is a powerful sacramental drug, not a recreational toy. Ooh. Peyote can show
say
the
that.
way to a noble and fulfilling life. The Wendigo and Ukutana Garu have a special relationship with peyote, known to them as the spiritual Father Peyote. Peyote is a cactus. The buttons of the cactus are the psychedelic parts. Eaten like a radish, but by peyoteists. Interesting. The name comes from the Aztec peyotel.
Mm-hmm.
It's a Latin name for Leforia.
Yeah.
Yeah, am I saying that right?
Yeah, that's
Leforia
right.
William C.
Laphoria?
Lamiras. Lamira?
Let's see.
It's a little, well, it's Latin, long
See,
words.
yeah, it's-
Peyote
Yeah,
is
Latin.
never, so peyote is never smoked,
Yeah.
although it can be grounded into a powder for tea and served to those who can chew the button.
Yeah.
Ingesting a button can cause hallucinations or quote unquote real grits world experiences for those who know how to interact with the other side, such as Garu. It can cause nausea, so the peyoteists should fast for 24 hours before eating. I mean, they say the same for mushrooms, and it just takes a strong stomach to actually withstand it.
I'll
Yes.
take
But
your word on that.
I won't speak for my. You know what? I won't say too much because peyote is very strong. As the drug takes its effects, euphoria sets in. As the night goes on, Father Peyote prefers to work at night. Good feelings intensify, colors become vivid, and sounds pleasing. Prayers can gain intense meaning and moral quality. When the euphoria reaches its peak, inner peace and withdrawal from the world set in, and supernatural visions are experienced. To some, Father Peyote himself may appear, and in any of his numerous guises. A wise but spry old were-coyote is most common for Garu. However, it is at this time that monsters may appear. If the peyoteist has done wrong to them or the people they represent, Father Peyote will not defend him. Peyote should not be confused with mescal or Sephoria secundifa. think I'm saying that.
Secundiphoria. Or
Secundifolia,
Yes.
wild or mountain laurel, whose blossoms are poisoned, aerosol, and ingestion. However, mescal is said to point the way to peyote, for it often grows near the peyote cactus. Father Peyote is said to be a very old spirit, but no one knows all the tales of his history. The Octenas say he first showed himself to them when they migrated south from their treks along the land bridge millennia ago. He gifted them with immediate knowledge of the desert regions in which his cacti grew. They passed such knowledge on to their kinfolk along with the Peyote Way, the rules for communing with Father Peyote. The Dream Speakers claim Father Peyote tells different secrets to his many children, and that Garu, humans and mages, all given special lore to their own. It is thus useless to argue any doctrine gained from Father Peyote, for he gives each person different insights. There are some, however, who whisper that Father Peyote has been touched by the worm. And this is the reason for bad trips. They warn that use of peyote could deliver the poor seeker into the lair of the worm if Father Peyote is weak that night. Experienced theurges scoff at this idea, claiming that Father Peyote has never let anyone wrong who came to him in a sacred and pure manner. If anyone has fallen off the patch, they say it is because of his own will or failing. In other words, don't do psychedelics when you're in a bad mood.
Yeah, that's what they tell you when you use that.
Never, ever do that. Otherwise, you'll just be crying and have a bad trip.
If you have bad moods, you'll have a bad time.
Yeah, it's that flower that you want to eat off of it, and it teaches you stuff like
Oh dear.
it teaches you like divination kind of stuff where I think it's Wisdom of the Ancient Ways is the name of the gift. That's a Phildox level 3 gift where anything involving just gaining knowledge where you have no real frame of reference as to how you know this, you just gain the ability to know it. This is what peyote teaches you.
I think
along
would love to talk to
You gotta-
this guy.
Yeah.
It's breaking on to the other side.
Along
Much
with
like
it,
the mage Jim Morrison says.
yeah, you eat the flower and you gain a point of gnosis upon eating it. You get your gnosis back from doing that, and it's just good to find. Speaking of like being in mentality of like good trips, like what if like salvia? Salvia was a totem.
Is salvia even natural?
Yeah, he has the
salvia
power.
even
Yeah,
natural?
he has the power to give you a 7-year-long hallucination where you swear you're a doorknob. see.
I don't know about that, but I will say that the spirit of weed definitely comes in the form of Snoop Dogg, and you know this.
See.
Or Bob
Where
Marley.
the fuck is Freya?
See.
Where the fuck is Freya?
Yes. See, it's a herb that's native in the mountains.
I don't know. So what's the taboos of Father Peyote?
Oh
Well, I guess we said,
salvia's natural, but like the way it's synthesized, it's freaky. See,
Okay.
so, say that one more time. What's his taboos?
So those who seek to commune with Father Peyote should be impure in mind and body. Impurities may attract evil spirits, even banes. Impurities can be thoughts of anger or hate, but can also be toxins in the body.
Just chillax.
Beer, modern food, additives, etc. To cleanse oneself before meeting Father Peyote, a peyote can take a sweat bath. I've always wanted to do one of those.
The sweat
Also,
bath.
Oh yeah, it's when you go into a teepee, and you just and you don't eat anything for like 2 days, and you just kind of sweat yourself off until eventually you just hallucinate.
It's essentially a
But
sauna.
Oh, I thought you were talking about a
It's
sauna.
a sauna plus
it
starving
is like a
yourself.
sauna, but it's like a 2-day sauna that is very intense and can cause and can. But yeah, it's like a
Freak you
sweat
the
bath.
fuck out. This is essentially what the Hermetics were doing on the mountaintops, whipping themselves half to death and staring into the sun.
Yep.
I mean,
also,
the
tobacco and
Hermetics go an
sage.
extra mile.
Yeah.
More anti-tribute.
Yeah.
But also, tobacco and sage can also help cleanse oneself and the elements around.
See, you're telling me that my
But,
chain
yeah.
smoking is pulling off. It's doing something for me.
Yeah, you need
Depends
to
on the
cleanse yourself
brand.
of all that bad juju.
Yes.
So,
I can't juju on that beat. This shit's laced.
Oh my gosh.
As looking into this, I think
So-
that's it with ayahuasca. With peyote.
yep. For ayahuasca.
Yeah, let's go into
check this
ayahuasca
guy
now.
out.
You got the history behind this?
Oh yeah. So, ayahuasca, also known as Jeg or Jeji, he resides in, parentheses, quote unquote, owns a hallucinogenic shaman's brew made in South America. Chief ingredients of this brew are the vine of Banist. I can't even pronounce these weird words.
Yeah, fuck it, just keep going.
Bananisti capi, and chacruna leaves and other tree barks, depending on the medicinal properties desired. The bark is scrapped from these ingredients and boiled for hours, eventually producing ayahuasca. The word comes from the Quachilia Indians. It is also known as the vine of the soul. Ooh. The vine of the dead, or the vine of little death. Oh ho ho! For the visionary mystical death, a shaman undergoes when being initiated by the drug. After preparation, the ayahuasca shiro blows tobacco into the bowl the brew has been poured into. This cleansed it of bad spirits, purifying the brew for those who will ingest it. Following ingestion, the foul-tasting brew causes violent vomiting. Oh, jeez. Once this has passed, the visions begin. Ayahuasca can take the user out of his or her body and travel anywhere in the world with her to look upon, but not interact with people or places she wishes to see. Sometimes this out-of-body experience is done with the aid of real animals, as the ayahuasca shiro shares the body and thus the senses of an animal's journey into the desired areas, such as a bird or a snake. Ayahuasca also befriends its users to the jungle, matching their rhythms to it. Afterward, travel through the jungle is much easier in little ways. Roots do not seem to trip. Leaves do not need to be hacked aside, and most importantly, insects do not become a bother. Insects refuse to bite a garu in the throes of ayahuasca. Holy crow.
There it is.
For these reasons,
Welcome to the jungle.
ayahuasca has become a popular drug among garu theurge and in the Amazon war. Oh, interesting.
There it is. That's why it's so hard to get my hands on this, because they're hoarding it.
Yeah. you could
Little
use
is
it as a
known
scouting
to
drug.
well, it's also kept to the shamans because they're the ones to know how to make them, and little is known to the garu about the spirit itself. The native Uktana in the Amazon know much they do not tell, saying that ayahuasca will only reveal as much of himself to his children as he desires. If someone wants to know more, they must ask ayahuasca, which means taking the drug. What is known is that the drug is immediately tied to the ecology and mystical power of the jungle. It is sought by some to be the personified manifestation of the jungle itself, a union of all low-level spirits, consciousness of the Umberscape. This would explain the non-local knowledge and travel ability of those who experience the drug. The were jaguars are said to know the most about ayahuasca, but since they are on bad terms with the garu, they do not reveal what they know. Many garu war leaders in the Amazon have forbidden use of ayahuasca by their troops, fearing that the drug is aligned in some way with the Balam.
Come on.
And that they can use it to wreak some form of spiritual revenge on the garu, perhaps by leading garu ayahuasca soars astray in the deep jungle. There has been no basis for these fears, however. Habitat, it's in steamy jungle. Steamy jungles are preferred, but ayahuasca is anywhere his children are when they take the heady shaman's brew.
Yes.
This stuff sounds so damn useful to the Garu, and it would be a massive boon in the Amazon war. You could scout out entire swaths of that forest and not even have to leave your own hut.
There it is. Like when it comes to psychedelics, by the way, this is a topic that genuinely does interest me. You know, like the whole concept of the third eye, that like the celebrity have the third eye. It's because the pineal gland in the brain, it's very similar in architecture to what we use to see, that part of our body, and it's affected by psychedelics. So whenever you take psychedelics, this is a real question I'm asking here. Do you think it's just a chemical dump in your brain, or do you think that this is unlocking a gate that's in your brain that is letting you see stuff that you could always see, but you just couldn't perceive it?
Both.
I think it's
not-
a mix between both.
It's not a matter of seeing.
Yeah, so it's like both.
Yeah.
It's not really a matter of seeing, like, to be honest. Like, yeah, you do see the hallucinations, and they can be cool, but like, that's not what that's not what it's all about. It's more just actually the feeling and the sensation of like being more sensitive to your surroundings, but also being more sensitive to like knowing your body much better.
Yeah, because you got all these reports of people that will do the shared ayahuasca tea drinkings. I just looked one up. It was like, what, $7,000 I was just looking at if I want to do this. And
Better be the best damn experience of my life for that kind of money.
And you got like the Clockwork Elves, where you start seeing these, where everyone that
don't bring up that.
yeah, and everybody that does ayahuasca starts hallucinating the Clockwork Elves. I'm getting a lot of AI generated images off of this.
Yeah. For those who don't know, the Clockwork Elves, and I just learned about this like last week.
Yeah.
There's something. They're basically like it's like the wheel is like a common thing that happens across all cultures.
Yeah.
When you are on psychedelics, the Clockwork Elves.
Yeah.
It's weird.
I feel like I'm looking at
Yeah.
Shodan in this picture.
Well, I thought the elves only appear with like DMT.
Yeah.
But
Well, it's just any sort of gate that you want to do, where you start doing these intense hallucinogenics and you start seeing these figures that everyone else in the hallucination can see with you, and then you start having conversations with it, and everybody can tell the same story once the hallucination is done.
Throw some Clockwork Elves at my my game. That would be interesting.
Because this is why I think that this is a gate that you're opening up whenever you do hallucinogenics like this. So, well,
it's, I mean, even like some religious doctrines actually say that there actually is like something that you are tampering with that you probably shouldn't be.
yeah, it's you're opening something where you're making yourself vulnerable to some sort of like seemingly demonic presence that can take hold of you and influence them.
Exactly.
And because you have people's lives changing after they take ayahuasca and heavy hallucinogenics like this, they come out as completely different people, and this is always what's super interesting to me, because I sound like Joe Rogan talking about this. like a common thing
Nothing wrong with that.
like common
I
thing
took some ayahuasca, now I'm possessed by a demon that's going to lead me to the fifth dimension, where I'm going to do battle with Nancy Pelosi on the moon.
This could be your plot of your Werewolf the Apocalypse game, where you're taking ayahuasca and you can just see into Malpheus and just see the Banes, and then you still see them after the trip is done, without going into the Umbra.
But like at the end of the day, like after you like get, even like if you do ayahuasca and you see like the knowledge of the entire world, it's not really going to change anything, because even if you know the knowledge of the entire universe, sometimes it can be so mind blowing that it can break you. And like that's why there's actually a barrier between this world and the regular world, because humans can't take it.
Yeah.
But for some reason, werewolves can.
Yeah.
Because
It's like werewolves aren't entirely human.
exactly. So it's interesting in the real world, and adapting it into a game where it's actually used as some sort of weapon or tool that the spiritual warriors use is actually fun.
Yeah, and I can only find this shit in South America. I can't find this anywhere in North America. Can't find this anywhere here. I gotta go all the way down to Mexico.
It's true. You actually do have to go down to Mexico. It's a trap, and I heard you can actually go onto forums of people who actually take trips to go down to Mexico just to do ayahuasca.
Oh yeah, I was
and,
just
like,
checking those
that's
out. Yeah.
And apparently it's becoming a very big like a tourist attraction, and yeah,
It costs
kind of does it? It might kind of ruin the mysticism about it, if you ask me.
Well, to me, this is something that I want to do before I die. I want to go on one of these trips and one of these adventures. I just don't want to spend $7,000 on it. Is there a Black Friday special I can get off of this? Is there...
Well, you just have a cheap.
People charge to do this.
Just come to
Yeah,
Oregon, go to the Oregon Country Fair, you'll find it.
Yeah.
Trust me.
Yeah.
No, if you want to take the cheap option, you could just go on the Spirit Trip and go to one of those Native American and steamy things.
Yeah. Let's see.
True.
So what kind of gifts can this thing give you? Anything in relation to, say, the occult world and the secrets of magic, like sense magic, preternatural awareness, and dream speaker, what you'll get off of taking ayahuasca. And of course it's friendly. It says it is not wise to treat snakes or jaguars badly while on your ayahuasca journey. If you try to insult the Balam or get in a fight with the Naga, they will kill you, and ayahuasca will give them the green light to kill you. Fantastic.
I like how ayahuasca is like you get the sensation of the jungle, whereas peyote it's more like a desert thing.
You go off into a
like how
desert, you trip balls, and then you come back from it.
Yeah, I think
it depends on the herbs that are found in the areas.
Yeah, and
I think if it was me, I think I would prefer to take peyote as opposed to ayahuasca, just because I don't know, something about the desert that actually draws. That kind of speaks to me more than just the jungle.
A horse with no name intensifies in the background.
Well, just the isolation too. Whereas like jungle, things can jump out and it can kill you. In the desert, at least you see it when it's coming.
Yeah, but then it emerges from the sand, and that's a whole different thing.
They'll have like tremors.
Oh my God,
that is true.
The sandworms come after you.
The sand.
See, I went out here to do peyote, and then all of a sudden I got dropped off in the middle of a Beetlejuice movie, and then a sandworm ate me.
Hey guys, want to do rocks?
Real great.
Do you guys want to do rocks next?
See, rocks.
Oh, boy, do I!
So excited, blew up the microphone.
What's your favorite rock?
See, let's give me one that costs mucho
Malachite.
dinero. How much is
Malachite is a type of quartz.
Yeah,
so
see which is the most expensive
I'm
of all the
dumb.
stones in this book?
I do like jade.
See, jade
depends.
as in jade
Do
emperor.
jade. Do one of the precious minerals.
That is jade.
Yeah.
Let's do
Jade
the
is a
pretty
precious
one.
mineral.
Yeah.
See,
Gold.
see, is there?
There is no gold here, actually, surprisingly.
See, you've got basalt, you've got crystal, you got jade. Let's go ahead and let's do jade. Let's do jade.
Oh yeah, that spirit.
Oh,
It's a
right.
very violent spirit.
Yeah. It's violent. You say.
I love jade.
See,
I love it.
See.
Both as a name and just as
see.
like a mineral. Like I actually have my own. I have a jade D10 that I
Really?
keep for luck.
And there we go.
Yeah, it's literally made out of jade, and I just keep it around my neck, and I use it for. I use it when I need it most because it's supposed to bring good luck, and it's came in handy a lot of times when I'm in a pitch.
It also tells me to commit tax fraud, but that's a different thing
There
entirely.
it is. See, tell me about the
I'm
money
sorry?
stone. See, what
Is
can
it a
this
money
do for me?
stone?
Tax fraud.
The jade.
All right.
The history of the jade.
So while Gaia is still dreamed of the lush vegetation with which she would cover herself, jade spirits deep within her body caught hints of her visions. Enraptured by these images, jade spirits sought to make themselves beautiful by capturing the greens, pinks, grays, and delicate cream colors they saw. Early humans found jade, or nephrite,
Yes.
easy to carve, yet enough to use as a mineral for tool making. The beautiful colors found within jade when it was polished led to its use in jewelry and other ornaments. Jade spirits enjoyed the fact that their mineral forms were made into things of function and beauty, and bestowed these favors on those who used or wore jade, thus promoting the belief that jade was a lucky rock. The Maori tribes of New Zealand carved their luck-bearing tiki stones from jade, while the Chinese valued jade for its ability to preserve life, even after the death of the physical body. The ruler of the Chinese pantheon of deities was referred to as the August personage or supreme emperor of jade.
Yes.
And wisdom keepers attributed by virtues of the luxurious rock. The Mayans believed that jade was a curative for kidney alignments, while other early people used it to ease the pains of childbirth and to cleanse impurities from the body. After the gauntlet rose, many jade spirits were driven into slumber. The material forms, however, continued to enjoy great popularity as ornamental stones. A few hostilic or shamanistic healers still possess the ancient knowledge of jade spirits' qualities, although certainly that those powers will work was diminished in the face of the gauntlet-ridden body of medicinal science.
Yes.
Jade spirits are not rare, although they are only found in areas where jade is common, or occasionally near significant objects made from jade, such as ancient idols.
Be careful about those antique shops you go near. You may never know.
You get some sort of that 1,000-year lasting long Egyptian curse from that necklace you bought from the pawn shop. And I'm looking up how much does a necklace of this cost. I'm getting prices ranging around like $1,500 for a bead necklace of jade. It's like it's gotta be so expensive. Like there's nothing really like that valuable about the stone itself. It's just how nature made it, and we just assigned value to it. Ultimately,
it's not that rare, is it?
Yeah, it's costs a shitload of money.
It's not rare. I guess there's like I guess there's value in people who will carve things into it and how it's polished, or I guess in how pure the stone is. Because if it's like it's kind of like a gem, right?
Yes.
Chinese jade is very rare. It is only found in metamorphic rocks. This means that mineral is very hard to find and mine. Cultures around the world have used jade due to its jade stone clarity, but the rarity of Chinese jade artifacts reflect how rare the mineral is. So if your stuff is from China, you're pretty much wearing a small fortune around your neck.
Jade across the world, even in Europe, is considered a high quality material.
That's the name of our next werewolf book, Jade Across the World.
So it could teach. So jade spirits can teach gifts which involved healing or purification, and taboos. Jade spirits cannot pass through a toxic area, either in the Umbra or in the physical world, without attempting to cleanse it. A spirit who ignores this stricture will either be driven into slumber or will suffer a run of bad luck. -2 dice to all. -2 dice to all its dice pools. Until it or someone else testifies the problem. To awaken a slumbering jade spirit or to free it from its onus of ill luck, a guru must perform a rite of cleansing over the spirit. Makes sense.
And usually what these guys want you to do is that they want you to... They hire you as mercenaries to kill poison spirits, is what they do. Where you've got a... I'm guessing this has something to do with China, and a.k.a. all the factories they've got polluting the environment. They want you to go out, kill the poison spirits, purify the land, come back to them, and then behold, here's your renown and your gnosis.
I like it.
As easy as that. You should get around 3 honor, 2 wisdom, and 3 glory for your average jade job. Which is... That's a lot. That's a lot.
Fucking cool.
Yeah. A valuable stone giving you a lot of stuff.
Basically, it's just becoming a janitor.
It might as well be.
What do you think the Guru are? They are janitors. It's just the things they try to fight back.
Clean it up, Jannies.
I killed 10 master vampires. I slew a mage poisoned by the worm. I cleaned an In-N-Out burger last night.
I want to go over basalt. If you mind, Dan,
to
lead on this one.
weed.
Let's see.
Lime?
Yeah.
What would you want to go over? What?
I want to go over basalt.
Basalt?
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
It's the Earth's crust. After all, this is a more valuable stone than we would usually like to think of, because we wouldn't have ground to stand on if it wasn't for this.
Yeah,
Is it related to obsidian?
Yeah. It's not necessarily. Obsidian is it's its own gemstone. It's super brittle too. Like even though it's super sharp, you can't make a stone out of it because it'll just snap in half as you're cutting with it.
Yeah, obsidian is a really good weapon for fighting things.
Yeah. If you
It
make
looks
arrowheads
cool.
out of it, sure.
Yeah.
But
I like one of my favorite names for the obsidian is lava glass, no, like dragon glass.
let's see. Let me give you
Oh, yeah.
my
Yeah, that makes
narration
sense.
for the basalt. The basalt spirits, along with the spirits of other indigenous igneous rocks, were fire's gift to Gaia in the first days of the world's dawn. Driven by an inner heat and a fierce desire to know what lay above the surface of the earth, you tell me the rock thinks? Basalt thrusts itself upward into the sky, expelling great gouts of flame and smoke in its exultant cry of victory. Thus, volcanoes were born, and basalt spirits made their earth homes in places of rock and fire. Even after the people settled onto earth, basalt spirits continued to seek new ways to pierce Gaia's outer shell. Humans living near volcanoes saw these fiery mountains as manifestations of the divine and worshipped them as gods of fire. Driven into slumber by the rise of the gauntlet, basalt spirits still awaken on rare occasions, even bringing forth new volcanic children, such as the ones that created the Isle of Surtsey off the coast of Iceland in 1963. I didn't know that. Thank you for telling me, White Wolf. These awakenings are usually short-lived, since the gauntlet is the gauntlet, you know. That gauntlet rating is just going to increase in size as years go on. Quickly reasserts itself to drive away these feisty spirits back into their torpid state. Thank you, Technocracy. Basalt spirits are common in volcanic areas, although spirits of long dormant volcanoes are often very difficult to find. So you're telling me when one of these guys wakes up and a volcano erupts? Is that the message I can take away from this?
I guess.
Or it
I mean,
might...
One big temper tantrum.
It kind of looks like it in the picture.
It may or may not be to our benefit to keep these guys asleep.
That thing looks like an Eastern Island head.
Yeah, it does. He does look like the Eastern Island head in the book.
Does that mean the Eastern Island heads are just like basalt spirits that have manifested into the real world and are just trapped there?
Yes, that's exactly it.
Don't go waking
So,
them up.
so what does this guy can teach you? We'll name a place where there's basalt. It's the oceanic crust. It's the world's crust. If it's in the ocean, that's basalt. That's what that stone is. On the continent,
yes.
it's granite. And I imagine the granite spirit would be mostly the same thing. Okay. They are correspondent with war and fire. They teach you gifts involving fire and stones and aggression. They can teach you stuff like Master of Fire or offensive gifts like, I don't know, maybe Might of Thor. Maybe, just maybe.
Oh.
Where I would like to like flavor that too, where like it just fills your arm with bricks and stone and then you do the punch. What your knuckle just explodes with lava upon impact. That's
The fire punch.
Yep. Fire punch. You become. I love that moment of fire punch where he says, "I am the fire punch."
Ah, yes.
And then he
I like the
fire
sequel,
punched
too.
all over the place.
Yeah.
I like the part we said it's fire punching time. And he fire punched all over the place.
And he made five fire punching bucks.
Oh, that
Fuck,
finale.
that was a bad word.
If
Cinema.
if in order to pay homage to the basalt spirit, they require you to describe some recent encounter with a natural world. Just tell them about your day. That's what you gotta do. Just tell them about your day.
Tell me of Garu.
It's the same as
Tell
like
me of your
it's the same as the death's breath, because the basalt spirit is very lonely and wants companionship. You be its friend for a
It
day,
says,
and then it can give you a gift.
It says to offer fresh flowers or ripe fruit are appropriate gifts to summon them.
Here it is. Just
To bind a basalt spirit into a fetish, Garu must hold a lit torch while performing the binding ritual.
Here
Basalt spirits prefer fetish objects made from pieces of basalt or other igneous rock.
Mm.
So when we finish Disco by Night, would you like to play Ranch Cross Hawaii?
No.
I actually have thought about that.
Yes.
That actually sounds kind of cool.
There it is.
I want to play as a rookie.
I
Yeah,
just
I
want
would
to
want to
play.
play as a Rukia.
I just want to play any werewolf game, but
Any-
they're not letting me.
We have to convince Fox to play Werewolf. That's what we gotta do first.
Look, Dan,
Play
I
the guy
understand you
playing
want
as
to work
Volcanian.
game. I really do.
Oh,
Get a better
Well,
time
could
schedule.
I imagine you're going to be running
Could
into a lot
you-
of Children of Gaia.
you
now.
bind?
I literally work midnight to 8 a.m. I have my time schedule is free. I'm just waiting for people to get.
You're just waiting for the right group to open up. It's
I
not.
work as such.
No.
Could you also bind a basalt spirit in obsidian knife?
See,
I think they'd really like that.
the obsidian knife. Let's pull this up. Let's see. See, obsidian.
Because ever since you mentioned this rock, I've been thinking obsidian.
There it is. You get my
Just
Naruto
obsidian
on
is
with that
cool.
picture. And there it is. So obsidian. See, let's type this in. How is obsidian formed? You get to learn something this episode. Yeah, it's
We're
igneous.
gonna make you learn something, watchers.
It's. You get this from a volcano the same way you do with igneous rocks. It's silicon, oxygen, aluminum, sodium, and potassium. Ah. Coming out of lava flows. So tell me the way I can honor the basalt spirit is I just need to go over to the volcano and drop something in it.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Yeah.
See.
Throw a virgin in the volcano. Throw a virgin.
It said it
Yeah.
likes
Wait, why are you
fruits
guys
and
picking me up?
flowers.
Is that,
Actually, shut up, virgin.
is yeah, go ahead and
Like the ending of
throw the man
Terminator
into the
2.
volcano.
This pleases me.
So it's as simple as that. I think that's enough for the stones. You want to talk about the moon?
Oh boy.
Well,
the
we
big
could.
stone.
Or
We
you guys
are
want to
going
talk about
to
the
steal the moon.
Look,
Yes.
look,
or do you
look,
guys want to talk
guys.
about this in this page there's something called the ancient uber powerful spirits. Ancient spirits.
The ancient spirits. Tell us about the ancient spirits and what page we can find them on.
That
Why
is
are we not
on-
talking about the moon?
The moon. I guess
That's
we're saving Luna for the end.
You know what? Maybe we should like do a quickie of all the moon spirits. I guess.
The moon.
No, we
alright,
can't
so,
do Phoebe like that.
so what kind of person is Luna like? When we talk about Luna, why is this picture so low resolution? Damn it. Okay, so when we're talking about Luna, how nice is she?
She's crazy.
Yeah, she's crazy.
I mean,
She's like a crazy cat lady.
Is
kind
that
of bipolar, not gonna lie.
we got our resident Nuisha with us to tell us what living with Luna's like, because she used to be okay. I imagine that she used to be a calm and reasonable person until the Weaver just decided to ruin her life just because she was in the wrong place at the wrong time. Because we used to have life on the moons until the Weaver just decided to fuck up Luna's life one day. That's the lore.
I thought that was the
I mean-
technocracy when they landed on the moon.
Yeah, that was.
mean-
This was ancient history. Like this was the Weaver. Just, I'm mad at the worm, so I'm going to take out my frustration on Luna, who did nothing to me. And
I
that's it.
mean, to be fair, Luna has. The question is, was Luna always crazy, or did something turn her crazy?
I think it's the Weaver's fault she is the way she is.
It's always the Weaver's fault.
Because the Weaver's the true antagonist of Werewolf the Apocalypse. After you deal with the worm, the Weaver's just waiting to take its place. You have to deal with both issues at the same time.
Pretty
Yeah.
much. Or
Yeah.
let both of them handle
At
each
the
other.
end of the day, as much as the werewolves like to amp themselves up, they can't even look at Luna and herself in the true form without other brains leaking out. They ain't beating a fucking worm.
Because after all, she is kind of to blame, like, with amplifying the wormish nature of a werewolf, because you get your auspices from her. And as we've discussed before in this channel, rage is a thing of the worm. It's directly correlated to the worm. You're destroying something in anger. That's technically worm veneration that you're doing, and which is why the children of Gaia and the Stargazers refuse to use their rage unless they absolutely have to. Because nobody in this call was in the Minnesota Midnight's game. Never mind. I was going to bring up something.
Nah, long-time listener, first-time caller.
Yeah, there it is. Thank you for hopping in.
I feel that.
Let
Oh
me
yeah, thank you very
crank
much
up your
for
volume
coming.
just a little bit more.
I'm sure you won't regret this.
Yes. And there we go. Discord just right. So with Luna's spirits, we can talk about the loons, which is what her average spirit is known as. The loons. Now, you get a lot of really good gifts off of the loons, by the way. Because I've noticed that a lot of rank 4 and rank 5 gifts come from loon spirits. As I was making 3.5 and I was going through Wormfoe as my quick reference, because that was a good database for all these different gifts, and I noticed just how many of them were loon spirits. I was thinking about just saying fuck it, just having it be like every rank 5 gift is just taught to you by a loon. By that point.
A loon is kind of what.
Celestial.
Well, loon is what Luna sends
Yeah,
to
yeah,
like
her
communicate
missionaries.
with others.
Yeah.
Her angels, so to speak, I guess.
Yes, if we're going off of the idea that Luna being some sort of god, like some sort of pagan goddess, because we know the Verbena see her
Because
as that.
she is,
Yeah.
right?
The Verbena and all their stupidity see her as a goddess. But you gotta ask yourself, Verbena, who made the moon? Huh.
Grew.
Yeah.
Grew
If
from
you go through
Despicable
the
Me.
technocracy, Luna was formed because a meteor hit Earth.
Yeah, there it is. So it's the worm is your daddy here. That's what it is. It was the worm trying to destroy the world, and it made Luna.
You're abusive.
Luna, you have
but
two
yes.
mothers and one father.
There it is. It's going to be a very complicated Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
What do you mean
Yeah,
it's a
and
complicated Thanksgiving?
Yeah.
It already is complicated.
Well, much like the rib of Adam, like the rib of Gaia is actually just Luna.
And that's why the Verbena see her as this divine mother and this symbol of all women in Luna. Because you're not
Yeah,
wrong,
to be
but
fair.
at the same time, directly venerating Luna while neglecting the circumstances that led to her existence is what leads to the sheer amount of ignorance and stupidity that is the Verbena.
Yeah, but I will say this one thing about Luna. People forget this one here. Luna is all the moons in the solar system, not just our moon.
Yeah, she's Deimos,
yeah, that is
Ganymede,
true.
Eurydice, all these moons from all over the world.
If you
all
talk
over
about
the
our
galaxy.
moon, that would be Selene.
Yes,
thought that was Phoebe.
Selene, also known as Sakta, also known as Phoebe,
Yay.
who
Yeah.
we talked about in Rage Across the Heaven, and we will not be reiterating in this episode.
Yeah.
Uh,
It's an idea, and it makes sense now how powerful she is if she's all the moons in the solar system.
Yes. So we can talk about Moira, who's one of her incarna. She is a timeless, ageless woman wrapped in a cloak of dark blue with soft pale lights glowing around her flesh. Her face stays hidden in shadow, and she speaks softly with an echoing voice reminiscent of a deep chime. Faint silvery spiderwebs and spindles grace her slick body in weird accents. She moves with dreamlike delicacy, and most visitors feel like they can't remember all the details after meeting her. She stepped in from the mist of creation when time began. She wove tapestries of creation. She might have had a connection to the Weaver, but she will deny it. She's part of Luna, and Luna shapes and tides all the seasons, so Moira is essentially her janitor, going around making sure that the will of Luna is being done all across the galaxy and the universe as a whole. And she's got a very busy schedule, which is why you only see her once a year, and then that's it. Maybe even less than that.
Like Santa.
She occupies
Different person.
She occupies the tallest spire of Luna's palace when she's home. She never leaves the moonlit tower watching the threads. Well, I guess she is home all the time. Never mind, I'm wrong. She can see the past, present, and future. She weaves Luna's designs into tapestries. She's surrounded by fireflies and fluorescent plants. Her interior contains elements of architecture from all time periods, past, present, and future, decorated however she likes. She's seen as also the spirit of fate and destiny. She watches the passage of time. She already knows how this story of Werewolf the Apocalypse is going to end, but it's her plan to see it happen to the end, but without directly intervening with it, because we wouldn't have a story if she just went in and solved all of our problems for us. It's how
to put it here. The world of darkness is like this one here. Are there more powerful beings that can solve their problems? Yes, but that also provokes the more powerful beings of the enemy side to solve the problem, which makes the plan.
It'd also just be a really boring story if we didn't get to do anything.
Hey,
We're
John.
in the 5th season, and they're very invested in our struggles.
Yes.
Hey, John. Mind
Yes.
if I just read over like the beginning of where it says moon spirits, because just to differentiate what makes a moon spirit as opposed to anything else.
Yeah,
what kind
sure.
of
Go ahead and
properties
read it.
is.
Yeah.
So, the spirits of Luna possess different sets of values, motivations, and perspectives from most spirits of Gaia. For these spirits, permanence is a meaningless concept. Like ancient followers of Heraclitus, they see reality as ever-changing. Nothing remains constant in their world view, and events of the past have only a tenacious connection to the present. Most members of the brood don't see happenings in terms of causes and effects. They just accept that things happen and don't waste energy pondering why. Members of Luna's brood rarely have tangible forms.
Yes.
And even the most lucid among them suffer from bouts of temporary insanity. The phases of Luna affect her brood, driving them to rage whenever the moon is full and into hiding when the moon is new. No lunar spirit will physically manifest unless the moon is in the sky. Luna sees the changing breed as her adopted children, and her brood will always attempt to aid Garu when possible. The most prevalent moon spirits are loons, which are detailed in the player's handbook.
Yes. And something I'd love to note with Luna, too, with her ancient history, you remember how Fenrir walked amongst the Geirfinnris, and that's why they are the Geirfinnris, because the strongest werewolf who ever lived, and will live, walked among them. The original totem spirit of the Black Furies was Luna, and she walked among them as Artemis, which I think is a much more impressive achievement than having Fenrir with you. Even though
Fenrir was powerful, he's basically he was so powerful he became his own higher spirit by his pure might.
Fenrir was the god emperor of mankind, essentially, of werewolves.
No, that's Grandfather Thunder, different person.
Yeah, Grandfather Thunder was born from the Shadow Lord's wishes of wanting world domination so badly that they were willing to wish their own god emperor into existence.
No.
Yeah.
One of the things I like about Fenrir is he says, dying, cringe.
Yeah.
They refuse.
Yeah. You will fight for me.
Gay. I'm out.
You will fight for me, and you will die for me, and then you will be reborn as my Inyanar, and then you'll go out and you'll fight in my name.
Much like the quote, I'll say a quote from the great Jesse Ventura: "I don't have time to bleed."
Yes.
Oh, yes.
Oh, hold on, no. I'll take it
to die in
40K.
bleed out in a snow-covered forest or whatever that means called.
Keep.
I'm gonna take this quote directly from 40K, from Ghost Van Dyer himself. I am too busy to die.
Yes. I have many
Star
more.
Wars.
I have many more WikiFeet oracles in my edit.
God damn you.
I know the meme. Now let's talk about one for Jacklings. Now these guys are awesome.
Hey.
What?
A
Hey,
cheese
sorry,
spirit is a Jagling.
The cheese spirit. Let's talk
Hey.
about the cheese spirit.
Oh
my
boy.
God.
Before
I
we
saw
get
this
Not
to
much
that,
to just
I
talk
beg your
about it.
pardon?
See, Venture's trying to say something. What is it?
yeah, the way how the Luna spirits behave, I'm only gonna say this. I'm being very vague on purpose. Basically, I homebrewed something that behavior-wise is similar to them.
See, and you're waiting
That's
to
all
reveal
I
it.
want to say.
When time is right.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
It's a ticking time bomb at this point.
See, let's talk about the cheese. The cheese is awesome. So you know the whole thing you'll tell your kids about the moonbeam cheese. Well, as behold, it turns out there's a little bit of truth to it.
You think the moon is made of cheese?
that is his
Crazy.
history. Like people started saying the moon was made out of cheese, so it just came into being, and that's it. That's your spirit.
You think the moon is made out of spare ribs?
See,
Definitely made out of bacon.
Jenny, the moon's made out of cheese, Jenny.
I'm thinking of it as
Jenny, it's made of mozzarella in particular.
Oh my
what's
God.
the great green cheese spirit?
It lives in the Umber, where the moon is made of cheese, so you'll just come off into a weird realm where, if you notice an abundance of rats and mice, you're either in a ratkin domain or in a Luna domain, because the ratkin are looking for the cheese spirit so they can eat them, and that's the story.
Wait,
Yeah.
you're not meaning?
Yeah, they're just going around looking for the cheese spirit so they can eat them. And
That
They're
is
eating a-
so
They're eating
dumb.
it. They're meeting it, but that's
Yeah.
a job that's meant for the Anglings. This is a jangling. This is
Yeah.
like
well,
a
if it
powerful
wasn't
spirit.
so delicious, people wouldn't try to eat them.
Well, maybe if your Jagglings were so delicious, maybe Dracula wouldn't eat them.
Yeah, that's exactly it. Where even though he's moldy, he's green, and he's tall, and he's like weird looking. What am I thinking of? I kind of don't want to look this up. Like, did you guys watch Chowder?
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Woman, you are one giant lump of coal.
Yeah. I'm imagining like he looks like Todd from Chowder.
I
Where,
imagine he looks like Crater Face from
Wait,
the Outer
Todd?
Worlds.
I'd imagine he looks like the the mascot for the wagon wheel. A hunker for a hunker, a slanker for a fucker, a hunker for a hunker. Cheese.
Yeah, there it is. He's just a big guy looking to have a good time, and that's what the green cheese spirit is. And he teaches you survival gifts
yeah.
if you don't eat them. And his whole taboo is that he's trying to prevent himself from not being eaten by the mice and rats. And if you can save him, he'll teach you the gifts. And that's it, really.
Would he be
It's a cosmic...
Would he be offended if I brought a wine spirit with me?
A wine spirit. Well, that's a sign that you're going to eat him. So, no, he's going to be very upset if you do that.
Well, thank you, y'all, for saving my life. Hey, I brought my friend here. His name is Italian Grain. He's a wine spirit. Oh no.
I had to do this to you, man. I've been contracted by the Giovanni. We got to take you back.
Look here, look.
No, Mr. Augustus. Mr. Augustus? Yes.
Look here, Mr. Cheese. We already caught Mr. Wine. We already caught the wine spirit. You're coming with us.
It's also like a weird tidbit here that he hates the Glasswalkers and Shadow Lords. Where...
What?
Really?
It doesn't give a reason as to why. He just doesn't like those two.
Why don't you like them, Cheese Spirit?
I know what
Well, they're both trying to take over the world. That's why.
What one aren't, honestly?
Yeah, what aren't? The Black Furies and Children of Gaia have got too much to do to take over the world.
They want to, though.
And they want to, but they're just frankly too busy to do it.
Yeah,
The
Glasswalkers.
Iana want to take over the world with alcoholism.
It's you want to talk about the Blood Warriors?
The what?
The Blood Warriors.
Sure.
Nah.
So, I want to talk about the Blood Warriors because
It's your show.
Yeah. After all, what Greenmouth said, we're about to get, we're not going to get sexy. We're now getting sexy.
Oh yeah, I guess you can.
Let's do it then.
These are 10-foot-tall, muscular women with abdomens that you could shred cheese on, that go around and beat you to death, and that's what they do.
Excuse me?
Yeah, they have long, sharp nails. They have long black hair, deep red aura that surrounds their bodies, and they kill people. So,
Oh yeah, give it to me.
you just go over.
I think
My fantasy is that I wish a gigantic woman would straddle my chest and just beat me to death. That'd be a good way to die.
Literally,
yes.
Victor in a nutshell.
Yes.
they get a Fenris Peak wife.
That's exactly it. I want a wife that'll kill me. And
Oh, let me check the fucking soundboard.
yeah. See, they tend to say that the Blood Warriors are haunted. They haunted one of their ancient heroes amongst the Ectena, and they always appear to battle him during lunar eclipses. These women will appear to heroic Geru to test them. They tend to hold onto a lot of really strong level 4 and 5 gifts, and will only give them if you manage to meet them in battle. Where good luck in that fight, because they have 10 rage, 10 gnosis, 10 willpower, and 60 power. So
Holy shit!
that's
I can take them.
that can be anywhere between like 6 to 60 levels of health in one fight. And of course they can always just enter frenzy. Spiritual correspondence, well, of course the moon. Just be out when the moon is out, and you'll find one of these women somewhere in the Umbra. You gotta look hard for it though, but they'll be around there. And one will always appear during the lunar eclipse. If one of those is happening, the Umbra will be surrounded by Blood Warriors. Do not go into the Umbra while during a lunar eclipse. You will die if that happens. And they will never attack.
What if that's the goal?
Well, actually, to want to know something funny
What?
about the technocracy, they have a base on the moon. They don't go there anymore.
Yeah.
Every time they try to move outside that base, they end up murdered.
Because of these women. That's why.
Yes.
Like if you kill one, another one will show up and just pick up the fight right after you. It's the, you want to talk about the zombie apocalypse? It's the gigantist apocalypse. It's all the Amazons show up to kill you, and that's how the world ends.
But to keep all this sexual energy going,
I got giant women killing us.
Yeah.
Giant women killing us.
well, I got a to talk about. I'm not sure if I already talked about this one, but I'm just gonna say it again. If I do, sorry.
Yeah. Well, what is it?
Spirits are born from anything. Now,
Yes.
I'm gonna say this real quick here.
Oh no.
And this is to the people who know about changeling
Yeah.
in the chat
Yeah.
and the audience.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Spirits and chimera are the same at the same time, different.
Yes.
Spirits are born from ideals of the world, and chimeras are born from ideals of people.
Yes.
I do not like where this is going.
If you combine the two.
No. What I'm trying to say is, if a person dreams about a glorious battle,
Yes.
that thing will be a chimera. But in the spirit world, they will be a soldier will be born.
Yeah.
Similar but different.
Fucking feedback. You were saying?
Oh no.
Yeah, but anyway, to keep up this glorious energy, spirits can come from almost anything.
Yeah.
Now I'm gonna tell you something here. What is part of mainstream entertainment that would definitely have a spirit?
Yeah.
And if you get it correctly, I'll say you did.
See.
You get a cookie.
See. Mainstream entertainment. The Hawk Tua.
Oh no.
Yes.
I mean, a lot of people.
Dogecoin.
A lot of things.
SpongeBob.
Okay, that's it.
I'm
Okay,
gonna
that's
go
actually a good
Dogecoin.
one. No, hold on. That was a good one. SpongeBob was actually good.
Wait, really? I was just pulling that out of my ass.
SpongeBob was the right answer.
No. You forget this here. Spirits are just like chimeras. There is, if you were to go to Nickelodeon, they would have the spirit of SpongeBob.
Yes.
I actually did have an idea for like a Toontown sort of setting for the dreaming.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh
That
my
would've
god,
been-
who framed Roger Rabbit?
Exactly.
And,
Something like that, but more wild.
and then Millennium Pegasus is in the middle with his dual deck.
Yeah. Oh
Yeah,
my
that's
god.
in there too.
Yeah.
Millennium Pegasus is in the middle, fighting Ash Ketchum and his goddamn Charizard. All the while, Princess Peach is on the side cheering them on.
You have Umber Realms
all right.
like that with the Ratkin. It's in their book.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right,
Talking cheese is one thing, but
Cheese.
cartoons now we're getting ridiculous.
We're getting cheesy.
Yeah, you guys know Power Girl. You know Superwoman.
Yes.
You know
Wonder Woman.
Batgirl.
See,
No, there-
World of Darkness makes DC Universe.
yeah, there it is.
Why?
You can either dream it into existence with the Chimera, or they already exist with the Blood Warriors.
I hate the
No,
meta
no, no.
of this.
Yeah.
I hate it.
Yeah, no.
I
no.
fucking
One
love
thing is,
it.
There it is.
Imagine this. Imagine if you're getting robbed in the alleyway, and out of nowhere, a spandex woman that looks like she was carved from pure wet dreams
Yeah.
appears before you and saves you and disappears. That's in the young
And then she kills
Man,
you.
my dick would be hard as shit.
Fucking hell, man. All right, we're off to next spirit. The Harvester.
Okay.
The question
Okay, I
is,
need to shut the fuck up.
What?
so where do crop circles come from?
The Harvester.
Oh no, not
Exactly.
The
Aliens, duh.
Buggles,
Oh,
Nope,
whoops.
not aliens. It's the harvester.
Alright. That sounds more plausible.
Let's see. There we go.
Yaga.
So with the Harvesters, what do we get?
So the harvester appears during the end of the harvesting season to inspire farmers to clear out the remainder of their fields. He aids in animals in securing stores of food stuffs for the winter. In Tales of the basically, he appears for people to basically gather up the food that they've grown and collected and stored for the winter season. He leaves crop circles so that Luna can give messages to Garu on Earth. Let's see. The
Why?
harvester. Yeah.
Why is he this
That's-
strong?
No.
Because he's a
Because
farmer.
what he did.
Farmer strength is just
Because what he
beyond.
did, there are actual gray men, spirits.
Yeah.
Spirits made of spirit.
Yeah. Little green men spirits. And he appeared. This man appeared on an episode of Unsolved Mysteries.
Well, the harvester is a weathered, leather-skinned old man dressed in orange and brown overalls holding a large scythe. His yellow eyes glow with
Children
soft
of the corn.
moonlight. He resembles a traditional scarecrow. So, habitat. The harvester spends his time away from Earth, slumbering in a half-lit corner in Luna's corner. The harvester represents the harvest moon spirit. Sorry, the harvester represents the harvest moon and the preparations for winter and all living. Blah blah blah. Let's see, harvester spiders, dry. Yeah, spiders, dry wheat, and corn husks.
Yes.
And he can also teach you things like survival, intimidation, and lunar gifts.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Taboos. The harvester may not stand fire in any sort.
Frankenstein.
He takes double damage from fire and will go into slumber if flames grow too fierce.
Mm-hmm. So
with
just
a
have a
against the
metis
world.
with you. And that's all
So
you
how
need.
about a little fire, Scarecrow?
Yes.
No. Remember a time when
it
the
was
fight
wrong.
against the worm was much simpler than the days that now? The harvester remember.
SpongeBob, open the door! My balls are stuck!
He's also.
No.
Where's that from?
It's a dumb meme.
YouTube poop. And
Oh
That's
my
right.
goodness.
let's see.
No,
Well, hear me out. Hear me out.
that's
You
pretty much it
rabbit
for
and
the
kiss
harvester.
the Umbra.
And all you need to do to get his favors is you need to help him make the crop circle.
Makes sense.
Yeah, that's what you gotta do. And just this.
So-
And how scary is the harvester?
I mean, he teaches you how to be intimidating, so he probably is pretty scary.
Yeah, it is.
The man has 50 power or essence or whatever you want to call it.
Oh yeah.
And that's only 10 less than the giant blood warriors.
Yeah. So you either die by the harvester or you die by the blood warriors. Pick your death.
Slowly points to the blood warriors.
So you already talked
Only
about
in-
Selene.
Yes.
Do you want to talk about Tithus? Or did you already talk about...
Typhus. Let's go ahead and let's bring him up. This was a devout young shaman who was beloved by the moon gods during the first times. That's the start of his story. If you can continue while I pull up his picture.
All right, an older shaman who grew jealous of the youth's relationship with the goddess, and during a new moon, he slew Tithus. The young shaman's body was abandoned on the beach. As the tide rose, they washed away the evidence of the crime. When Luna discovered the spirit of Tithus floating in the surf, she was enraged. However, the spirit of Tithus defended his slayer, explaining to Luna that his killer's jealous love of the goddess drove the man to murder. Tithus told Luna that he would rather have a chance to serve her in the spirit world than to be avenged. Luna transformed him into the spirit of the tides, and so Tithus reminds his soft voice easing pain and the waves he guides, washing the shores clean.
See, I'm getting images synonymous with Prometheus with this guy.
I think I may have accidentally put this guy in my campaign, though I called him something else.
Let's see. He's one of Zeus's sons. He was sent scorned by Hera goddess, Zeus's third wife.
He can teach gifts associated with water and Luna gifts.
Let's see.
And Tithus is taboo. Don't leave the sea.
He's currently getting his guts eaten by a vulture.
That's someone else, I think.
Yeah, well, apparently it's him too.
Oh god,
Yeah.
how many people did Zeus strap to that rock?
There it is.
Yes.
Just
Tithus, you know what? Like Tithus is actually, this is very appropriate because he's kind of seen as like a spirit of forgiveness and renewal, which makes sense considering it's like he's kind of water based.
he also like taught people like Prometheus like what Luna was supposed to be, how to use some shaman magic. He was a proto dream speaker. Before that convention, not a convention, tradition formed.
The Dream Speakers were always there. That Dream Speakers is just a name that was given to them by the Hermetic Order.
Exactly.
There's always been a Dream Speaker.
Yeah, in lore, it was just like, so how do we classify all these distinct cultures? Dream
Fuck, I
Speaker,
put them in
okay.
a bag and then just name Dream Speakers.
We'll do it
That's
that
I
how
mean,
way.
to be
distinct them.
fair, to be fair, how do you categorize all the distinct cultures around the world?
It's as easy as that.
You just categorize them as us and not us.
See, them and us.
Until they give
Literally.
them a name. Until they give us a name of what they call themselves, they're called just
That's
us and
that's
not
what I
us.
did with the Hollow Ones.
Look,
Pretty much.
you can say this all you want, but last time I checked, the European traditions are the ones who actually claim dominance of the world. So suck it up.
Yeah.
See,
I'm gonna cry because I have a blue check mark on Twitter.
I'm
Wah.
gonna cry
Yo, this man
tonight
paid
because
for
you
Twitter
bossed me
Blue.
around.
Crying in my sleep.
How could
Yeah, hold on.
this happen to me?
This is. I'm
the
imagining
older Fermi,
this
Europeans.
is the sad man of the sea who will forgive you of your sins. Is essentially what Tithus is.
Like she will hug you when you're crying. They're there.
You want to talk
Let
about the
my
falling
waves of
stars?
forgi-
Oh, sorry.
Let my waves of forgiveness wash over you. Falling
Falling
stars?
stars.
Sure.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure P. Diddy is one of them. R.
Yes.
Kelly.
No,
And not those kind of stars?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, different stars.
James
Let's
Charles.
see.
no. How about it's not the different kind of
When was
falling
the last
star?
time? When was the last time you heard that name? Where falling stars?
As a joke on the internet.
10 points
Do
of
we-
gnosis,
Do we
dude.
pretend that Can we pretend to the airplanes in the night sky, like shooting stars?
Okay, Dan, I will find you and I will shoot you.
So how this story started is that you get a little mythos with this, where this Fomori king seduces this Silver Fang queen, and
Man, maybe it is P. Diddy.
yes, and before he's about to get on, the queen realizes the true nature of her paramour, and she agrees to the marriage, but a star falls from heaven. The queen looked at it. She prepared to dash herself off of a cliff to escape the marriage. After all, it was unavoidable. This is a Fomori. I can't really do anything about this. When men rule the world. Her seneschal, a wise Philodox, looked upon the star, used it to invoke the will of Luna. So, as the queen is throwing herself off the edge, as the star falls, she decides that she's not going to jump off instead. And instead, Luna gives her the means of killing this Fomori king and getting control of her life back. Which is where we learn to wish upon stars. At least that's how the Garou Nation phrases it. They're in the ethereal realm, where they're always up in the sky. There's no falling star that ever actually hits the ground. They seem to just fly around the world ad nauseum 24/7. And
They must be rather powerful spirits because the amount associated with wishing they are.
like 10 points of gnosis, dude. They'll give you the power that you need. They're always signs of
Damn.
omens, signs of good luck. They're always associated with the 5-point stars. They're associated with the constellation Perseus. And they will give you the understanding of how to use your lunar gifts, along with the ability of being able to any gift like sense the worm, sense Gaia, or anything like that. They'll also teach you that.
So they don't
Yep.
grant wishes?
Yeah.
Aw.
They'll give you they grant you the wish to solve your own problems. They help you
Yeah.
help yourself.
I wish I had $1 million, and I wish you got off your ass and did it yourself, Garou.
Okay, so what you want to do is you want to invest into this and start your own business and quit asking for handouts. That's how they'll help you. And they always appreciate when you come to them with humility. Don't come up to them just with a laundry list of stuff and then just say, these are my demands, please fulfill these. They want to say, hey, I'm in a bad spot, I need your help, can you please help me? And then they'll put in the time to help you out. And
Yeah, do I look like
Dear
Santa
shooting
Claus to
star,
you?
please get rid of my shitty ex-girlfriend, heavens divide. Please find some way to kill her,
Yeah.
please.
A little shred of paper comes down and goes, buy a shotgun.
Look, I can't help you
Reverse
unless you
Kurt
actually get a hold
Cobain.
of your life. Clean your room, man. You know?
there it is. The Jordan
I
Peterson
already
spirit.
cleaned it.
Is it? I played Pirate Bork for the first time on Saturday, and I was dying of laughter because somebody was playing as Bob Cratchit, but he gave him the voice of Jordan Peterson for the entire game.
Oh my god.
That was hilarious.
Just imagine.
You could chop down a tree with a hammer. That's possible.
I mean, it is possible. You're just gonna have a bit of a hard time.
We have
hours later.
around 26 minutes left in the episode before OBS may or may not crap out on me. We're gonna talk about elementals
All
now.
right, then. I got another meme on me. I got another
Elementals
meme
and
on me.
elementals.
meme?
Let's talk about the cool ancient spirits.
Oh,
The
oh,
ancient
come on,
spirits.
Fine, I'll let you have this
These
one.
things look
You can-
powerful.
Yeah.
Fine, you can have this one last one.
Well, tell me about the ancient.
So, well, which ones? There's Ragnar, Red Axe of the
One.
Get of Fenris.
Let's see.
There's Tukcha of the Uktena, Wolf who runs with the West. There's Brianna Storm, Queen of the Fianna. There's Naftia,
Oh, yeah, the
Wheel
ancestors.
Dreamer.
Tell the story of Ragnar, because we mentioned this before with the Wendigo episode, but we didn't go into full detail with it.
Cool. So, history of Ragnar Thor Vladson was born near Trodhelm, Norway, around AD 1012. The Get looked upon the youth with promise, for he was a strong lad, displaying courage to the point of recklessness. His uncle, King Gorof of the Get of Fenris, was pleased when the change became upon Ragnar. Soon after his rite of passage, Ragnar took to the sea in a Viking ship. He and his crew plundered the coast of England. Aquitaine and and Corboda. I can't read names.
Angraboda.
I know. He gained renown by aiding the exiled Silver Fang Prince, Blanchfleur, and helping the Silent Strider Yusfa Ben Martin regain the Eye of Kadir from the Nefandous mage Mira Abshira. The Sage of Ragnar Red Axe tells that Ragnar slew the mage, but was cursed. The dying Nefandi foretold doomed is the word on which you walk. Brave wolf of the bleak north. Returning to Gorlaf's hall with honor, he incurred the jealousy of Gorlaf's heir and grandson, Hafnar the White.
Yes.
The winter one of Jormunder's brood descended upon the north. Jormungandr is the worm.
Jormungandr.
Jormungandr.
Yeah.
Nidhogg the Dark. Yep, Nidhogg the Dark, a black dragon of great power. Nidhogg made his way toward Grelof's hall, sweeping all the Get warriors before his flame and wrath. Ragnar vowed to battle the dragon unaided and left wearing a robe of runes and carrying his great axe. On the winter solstice, he slew Nidha the Dark, driving his axe into the soft spots below the serpent's throat. I'm getting some Beowulf vibes.
This is such an awesome story, dude.
Yep, the dragon's blood flowed into. Yep, the dragon's blood flowed into his wounds, and he suddenly understood the speech of the birds and beasts. His axe was red ever after, and from the dragon's scales he made invincible armor. Returning with the dragon's head to Gorfal's hall, he was waylaid by Hefnir and his warriors. Falling into a rage, Ragnar tore Hefnir the White to pieces. Hefnir's companions fled from Ragnar to Gafnor's hall and reported that it was Ragnar who had ambushed Hefnir and slew him unjustly. When Ragnar reached the hall King Gaflor, Gorlof
Take
called
some of
the
these
hunt.
names.
I know.
Yeah.
Gorlof called the hunt down upon him, but gave him a day's lead for the service he did by slaying the Nidhogg. Ragnar fled the north. Other cast-off Get sought him out, but soon he was the leader of the pack of outlaws. Ragnar's brotherhood. For a time they were the guests of Thorold Bone Crusher in Iceland. There they heard tales of Vinland beyond the Western Sea. Tired of battling their kin, they took ship for a new life in Vinland. Landing upon Vinland shores, they pitched camp. The native Skrælings did another them.
Yes.
But in the spring, Gorlof's hunting party found them and attacked the camp by surprise. Here the outlaws were slain. Ragnar gave his mail to his pregnant wife, Ranna the Brave, and bade her find safety within kinfolk in Norway. He slew 8 members of the pursuing party, but was finally pinned to a pine by a great spear and left for dead. The survivors of the Brotherhood honored Ranna and took ship back to Iceland. Tukcha, a Wendigo warrior, found Ragnar. Ragnar instructed him to carve in runes above him.
Keep going.
Here died unjustly Ragnar Red Axe. He then exchanged blood with the Wendigo and perished. King Gorlof wept tears of shame when he heard of his noble nephew's death. The Get of Fenris looked to him as a unyielding principle and courage in dark times. So, Ragnar the
Yes.
Red in Krynos form is attired in Viking warrior
Hold
garb,
on.
complete with helmet and mail. He carries a great
And was-
axe in
was
his
that
left
one asked-
hand. In Hamlet
was that one
form,
asked the
he
same
is a tall
question?
man with long blonde hair and unsettling
Yeah, that had
gaze.
a
In
question
both
for me,
Lupus
didn't he?
and Krynos form, his fur is white. Note, when the need is extreme, Ragnar will loan his dragon skin mail to the summoner.
Episode for our
Nothing
podcast.
short of Ragnar will cause him to give it up.
Love you.
So great bargaining and persuasion is called for here. The mail carries no penalty and has an armor rating of 7. Jeez.
Oh, that's very nice.
God damn.
That is nice, yeah.
Let's see.
So, Spirit Correspondence. Ragnar is a spirit of war and renown, having previewed over by unjustly wrongs. The Ronin claim him as one of their own. Ah, okay. Those who suffer the hunt call upon him for guidance and aid, and naturally the Get resent his, claiming he was never expelled from the tribe. They sent those who have just passed through the rite of passage to him to learn tales of the hardship and strategy. Let's see. Material components. The summoner must produce a bowl of blood taken from an oath arm, right, and an artifact from a slain foe.
Yes.
And a bone of Ragnar's is also needed to summon him. Oh, geez. The Wendigo also possess one of these rarities, much to the Get's sorrow. Interesting.
Yeah.
Oh.
So it's almost like
Plot point.
like JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Part 7. You were able to invoke the powers of Jesus Christ if you had a piece of his body, which was scattered across North America. So, if you want to bring in the will of this guy, you need to have one of his mummified parts, if you wish to invoke him.
Man, I cannot wait for part 7.
That's
Now,
fucking cool.
now, if you fully assemble the body, what will happen?
Jesus
Let's
returns.
see.
Exodia!
Not fall. Have you
Maybe
seen the manga?
Well,
Jesus
if you
is-
assemble all the parts, he'll probably give you that chained mail. That's like, it's fucking bad.
No. I just want to say this one comment. If the world hates you, know this first. It hated me first.
Yes.
I fucking love that quote.
So he'll also teach you gifts like strength of the Endhere, might of Thor, troll skin, and snarling predator, and wisdom of the ancient ways. Taboos. Ragnar will not aid anyone seeking to cause injury to his own tribe, although he will aid in evasive maneuvers if a pensioner is being hunted by the Get. If Ragnar... Yeah. I hope he didn't help the Swords of Heimdall.
Nope.
That won't be good.
The good old racist.
That would not be good.
The
Yeah,
racist.
so if
Stores of Heimdall. You guys seem like a good bunch. What's with all this strange paraphernalia you got here from the Germans?
We're not racist. We just defend white rights.
Oh, check for me.
all the
Here's
gas.
my armor.
I could see the Get...
Gas.
I could see the Get like summoning Ragnar to just like intimidate him and like say, "Did you fucking talk to them?"
Did you get
I
those
did.
racist motherfuckers anything?
No.
So if Ragnar is
Gas,
placed
gas,
into slumber,
gas. I'm gonna
so if
step
Ragnar
on
is
the
placed
gas.
into slumber, he can be awakened by the summoner's blood and the recital of personal bravery. So attitude. Oh, friendly to the Get a Fenris, Silverfang, Silent Striders, Wendigo, and to Ronin, and those being pursued by the hunt. He is neutral to all other tribes, save the hatred for Black Spout answers.
Yeah.
There we go. This is
Yeah.
it's such a badass story. Just everything in relation to the governors is just badass.
Absolutely.
He also detests inflated speech. So
You
don't
know.
embellish your stories.
That's probably why he slew that Nefandi. I mean, like, doomed is the word on which you walk, brave wolf of the bleak north.
Let's see.
No. One of my favorite things is this is definitely Get Fenris. Ah, yes, I can attack it in all directions now.
Yes. And
Yeah, cool story, Nefandi. Anyway, crush ya.
See, and well, we could talk about the earth elementals, but really, it's so easy to talk about the elemental spirits. Do you want to just like shotgun through it?
Yeah, I mean,
yeah.
Earth Elementals, think of the personality of Earth.
Yeah, like the personality of
No.
earth, air, water, lightning, electricity, metal, plastic.
It makes Yeah. Yep. There's a plastic elemental.
Yeah, there's a plastic elemental.
Weaver.
Technically, plastic is part of the Earth now.
Yeah.
Thank you, Pentex.
It's now within the Earth's crust and everything. So just imagine.
It will eventually disappear.
Because these guys just like run off of stereotypes where if you have a stereotype associated with that element, that is how this elemental will act. It's just as easy as that.
And also, I just want to make this statement real quick here for everyone. Plastic. No, hold on. As much people.
I was muted the whole time.
What?
Oh shit!
What?
I had so much to say and I was muted the whole time.
Oh no! Good saying.
Hey, let's start this whole thing over.
Let me finish my statement, then you can go. People
about,
think.
About Ragnar Red X. I think I went over him the last time we talked about the spirits.
Yeah, we might have. We might have, but it's worth telling that story again.
He's so damn cool.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. This lightning elemental.
Apology not accepted.
Yeah.
People think that all this plastic is just building up. No, if you were to ask someone who actually cleans up plastic, they'll say, this stuff has been here for like 20 years.
Yeah.
We actually take good care of our pollution here in America. Most of this stuff here has been here for like decades.
It's in the Philippines. It's in China. It's in all. It's Asia makes up for majority of this. It's up here like plastic.
Yeah, but we can't say that because that's something racist, white
It's
supremacy.
not
It's all
politically
your fault, America.
correct. No.
Morty, it's not politically correct, Morty. I don't care about facts, Morty.
Oh, jeez, Rick, we can't say that.
We can't say that no more.
Morty, fuck yourself. Get your bad dragon dildo out.
There it is. I got this for you right here. It's like generated source 2010. You want to say this is outdated? But look how like fucking astronomically far ahead China is right home in terms of any other country, and you got the United States all the way down here. You want to tell me about? You got Bill Gates over here trying to tell me about my carbon footprint when you got everyone else up here.
Greta Thunberg. Ecosystems are dying.
You know that green thing. You know that thing. You know that green creature from Persona. You know the green thing, the one on the wheels. Everyone knows that one.
Yes.
Yeah.
That is what the dildo spirit looks like.
Yeah. What the fuck are you talking about?
I'm sorry, I blacked out for a second. The what now?
Persona.
Oh, him.
We can't pull up a picture of Mara on this channel.
Yeah.
So
I don't know if this place is monetized or not, but if we are, we're not
taking YouTube's money. It's filthy, but
it's wormish.
Yeah.
So going back to elementals, like I could say this, you could actually just create your own elemental, and it could just be of any kind of substance really, and put it into werewolf. Because like there actually, if anyone plays Magic the Gathering, there are tons of elementals, like tons of different types. There's even a fruitcake elemental.
A fruitcake?
No.
Yes.
This man over here call me a fruit.
Almighty fruitcake. What is your wisdom?
God.
Eviscerate the proletarians.
No,
Fruitcake, no.
Because if it's an elemental, every fruit would be an elemental.
Yep, there it is. I see
different.
it. I see it.
Yep.
I see it.
For the count, elemental has to be something from the element, not in an oven.
Yeah, there it is. He's got a fun design in all honesty. Is that
yeah,
it's a polar bear in his hand.
Yep. There's also a brime elemental. There's like
a what?
A brime. You know the
Let's see.
Like this is why we called one of the decks in the game. We called it Pickles.
Yeah.
Because it involved a brime elemental, and that was one of the combos. Because brime is made from pickles. Pickles are made from brime.
Figure out like what.
Bro, I've been out of the loop of Magic the Gathering in a long ass while.
I've never played.
It is struggling.
Let's see.
There's a fusion elemental. There's a let's see.
Fusion's in nuclear fusion.
There's a void elemental. Yep, there's a fusion elemental. There's a let's see.
Just be creative as you, the player, with what these things are.
They just really took random bullshit and just put elemental on there, didn't they?
It is. Just any sort of concept. Essentially, the basic premise of spirits and World of Darkness.
Morty, I'm a spirit now. Morty,
Rick, you can't do this! This goes against the...
Morty, I'm a tackling. Morty, you're a tackling. Shit,
we've entered the brain rot session of today's episode.
Wait, hold on. Look here. You know what to do? It's very simple. Go down to Hollywood, hop in the Umbro, and pick up as many Summer Spencers as you want.
I love little girls. They make me feel so.
Oh god, Peter Parker's now.
No.
Immediately went to
That's Hollywood.
Immediately.
And we're getting the video is getting red flagged now.
Yes.
Yeah.
We're going to this.
We're not getting money anyway.
Excuse me, both Vito and Nelson both have YouTube
we
channels.
don't want Johnny to get his. We don't want Johnny to lose his channel.
Yeah,
Fair point.
You still have like Vito and Vosh still have channels on YouTube.
But that's because they're fucking.
You see why I don't want
Red
YouTube's
tubers,
money is
they
because they
get
pay
special
these
treatment.
guys.
Okay. Oh, there's a paradox elemental.
Oh, yes.
You-
I forgot about those.
you-
Those are more on
Oh yeah,
Mage's
because they're hunting the mages and looking to jump onto the mages and rip them to shreds.
Yeah, people forget this here, but paradox spirits can be summoned by werewolves, and I think this is a fact. As soon as werewolves figure that out, mages lose that fight 9 times out of 10.
Let's see.
Yeah.
I mean, this isn't just any paradox spirit. This is a paradox elemental.
Is this what this looks like? Is
All
this
mages are agoraphobic.
is this what paradox looks like when it comes after you? I'm looking at
You have to post it first.
There it is. See, let me go ahead and let me
Show us.
copy that image. See, let me just.
Yeah, because apparently Johnny didn't know this for the longest time, but paradox are spirits and can be summoned through spirit.
There it is. They're looking. They're the more like reality's immune system looking around so it can jump onto you and instantly kill you.
Yeah, that looks a little more like it's on the wormish side.
Yeah, it is.
If we're talking paradox, I think it would be more on line with
Wild.
Weaver.
Yeah, no,
wild, I'd
paradox
say.
is wild.
It's something.
No, paradox spirits are actually born of the Weaver.
So I'll imagine. Well, probably. Would it be fair to say like it looks like Truth from Fullmetal Alchemist? Like,
Yeah.
yeah, but hold it.
Yeah, I could see that.
Is this little demon
thought
come after you
John
so he can take away your
Carpenter's
magic?
thing.
Yeah, but then again, it depends on what kind of paradox spirit, because from what I recall, it depends on what sphere of magic was being offended. So, like, if you were messing around with time,
it's flavored.
was going to show up.
And there it is.
Yeah.
And so these guys.
Yeah, but
Anyway,
paradox
that could-
spirits
Yeah,
are
that could kind
either
of cover, like, a
wild
whole bunch
or
of.
Weaver.
Yeah. See the
Yeah,
Weaver.
like in terms of elementals, go crazy.
Yeah.
Yes.
No, don't go crazy.
bed.
See,
No, don't go crazy.
See, for what minutes we do have in the episode, I want to bring up Book of the City, and some of the spirits in this. So,
Yes.
because
That's a good book.
these are funny and these are weird. So, we are familiar with the pattern spider, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. This pattern spider. Just see, like, just type in just droid spider, and that's what a pattern spider looks like.
I actually think I made a couple for my
There
game.
it is. Well, not necessarily this droid that I'm looking at, but yeah, just a mechanical spider.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, see. So yeah, just type in. Well, if I should just type in robot spider. Yeah, there we go. That's what your pattern spider looks like. There it is. In fact, it was that image in particular that I used as the token for the pattern spider. So
Hear me out. A passion spirit that looks like Jessica Rabbit.
what the fuck are you talking about? We're talking about spiders.
Woo!
As we're
Damn.
looking at these, and you of course know what the pattern spider is. It's the Weaver's janitor. It's the Weaver's construction company. You're going around. You're taking the man-made structures of the real world, and you put them in the spirit world, and that's what you do. That's your job. But then you have different variations, like the orb spider, which is your heavy-duty foreman, or your net spider, which is building stuff in the cyber world, or your other spiders that are built for war and have these gigantic machine guns hanging out of their mouth instead of mandibles and teeth.
Does that mean there's
That
like
is
one of
so
those?
fucking cool.
Yeah.
Does that mean that there's one of those spiders that give you
Freaky.
boners for several hours? Are they like
What?
like the weird?
What?
You don't know about the bonus spiders?
What?
Yeah, they bite
Is
you. You
it
get
like
a boner
a
for about
leg
5
in a
hours and you
spider?
die.
If you're bullshit
Yeah.
me, it's just the same as the article that said, getting a bee sting on the gland of your penis will increase the size of it.
Yeah, I mean,
No,
I
I've heard
need to
about
do,
that
but I don't
too.
think I have the strength to do it.
I've heard about that kind of spider that you'll maintain an erection before you die if you don't get anti-venom.
Yeah, it's just.
That's a
I'm
dumb.
sorry, Johnny. I'm gonna make you lose your channel.
What
I'm
the
not.
fuck are we
It's nothing
talking?
personal.
What the fuck are we talking?
I'm just weird.
Hey, you and
Male
I
spiders'
are on
dicks,
the
they
same
fall
boat. We're gonna fucking make him lose his channel.
So what else is in here? What else is in there that's weird? How about Geomid? You want to talk about Geomid?
Geomid.
Yes,
Yeah.
please.
Is it like a
What's a
pyramid but with
geomid?
geodes?
It's just geometric shapes that float around the Umbra, and that's it. That's really all there is to it.
Oh right, I remember those spirits. They were rather cool, actually.
And it's like you go into Umbra and then you see this, and this just floats up to you and you have a conversation with the cube, and that's what happens. Where
Michael, where have you been? I think I just talked to one of those angel things those Christians were talking about. I don't think I want to go near that thing again.
So it's like the floating islands in Zendikar.
Yeah, it's what it
Wait,
is
hold on,
exactly.
I got it. I got it.
Thank
Be
God
not
I
afraid.
understood that reference.
What's that?
They look like Ramiel and
understood that
Evangelion. And they just go around, and from what I understand, they just do basic processes like hold information, go around to like print off receipts. If you ask for a receipt from a shop, it doesn't even need to be for something that you purchased. And
There you go. I posted a picture.
there you go. And they just emit banality. Let me take a look at what this is.
Yeah, I could see that.
Let's see.
Floating thingy
Did you
majigs.
post this in memes?
What do you mean?
That's nice. We will use.
I posted in general.
There it is. We will use this image. Yeah, behold, that is what your geomids look like. That's going to be a whole huge swarm of those just coming right towards you. But
Yeah, they sound cool to me. Imagine just that it's something with undefined geometric perfection, and it says "Be not afraid."
yeah, it is the Weaver's perfect beings, and they're boring, and they just exist, and they don't really have any aspirations or passions. They just do things, and
Yeah, but I want to bring this up at the tail end of spirits. We've talked about spirits from the human perspective, but here's one thing I will give mages: their ability to control and make spirits is phenomenal.
Yeah.
they can make their own. That's what the dream seekers do.
Sounded one of those-
Yeah, I think
Can they
it's
make
4
me a
dots.
weed spirit?
Yeah, at 4 dots you can do that.
okay. Yeah, 4 dots. You can make whatever kind of spirit you want.
Yeah.
Imagine that you have someone custom makes their own spirit.
I think that's more along the lines of the virtual adepts. They seem like they would know a little more about that.
Yeah,
It
them
would
and
be
dream
in their eyes to be
Yeah.
like a program.
So,
Yeah.
so in cyberspace, you could just make a geomid to hold whatever file you want to put inside of it. You're essentially playing Digimon with the virtual adepts.
Or a
500 cigarettes.
Great
for example,
Geomid,
for the
what
special
is your
course,
wisdom? Watch Big Bang Theory.
For the celestial chorus, they are praying an angel from God to come to them. That's their version of it.
And you have your guardian angel spirits coming from that. Like same with the Euthantos, you have your wish for death taking the form of a Grim Reaper spirit.
Or from the Hermetic order, they're so easy.
Let's see, you want to talk about something that's really silly? The cellular sparrow.
The what?
No.
The what?
What?
The cellular sparrow. Let's see, sir, bird.
Real quick.
What? Phone.
Real quick, I guess, because I only have an hour left
yeah.
before I have to leave for work.
Yeah, I can't find a picture. Or I can't find the image that I'm looking for, but yeah, essentially this is a bird in the Umbra that has a cell phone for a head, like a flip phone for a head, and it just
God damn it! Is this the Twitter spirit?
it is, and it just and it sits around. This was written in 2001, I believe, and it'll just go around. It'll just hang around in the Umbra, and then when it sees you, it opens up its cell phone head, it flies towards you, and starts going, "We've been trying to contact you about your extended warranty. There are these hot single moms in your area. We would like to see if you're interested in selling your property on this address." And it's
I forget what this is called, but it's this. What is
Freddy
these things called
Fazbear's
again?
selling me life
yeah,
insurance.
this is the cellular sparrow is what this thing is called.
We're here to contact you about your car's extended warranty.
They just come to you and they just spam you with useless information, and they just keep calling you
Fitness
and calling you
trend
and calling you
is
and calling you.
multifaceted.
They remind
forgetting
me
about
of the Jabber. You know what they remind me of? Now that you mentioned it, the Jabber.
Yeah, that's what it is. Yeah. And yeah, essentially these guys can they can also possess your phone and constantly send you spam calls, and the spam calls will never stop.
I think these things would be a massive weapon of the Glasswalkers.
Yeah,
right, you're forgetting one more one.
The Glasswalkers would totally take advantage of this.
No, you forget one spirit, the data bat. You ever know why your data never just gets to your phone because the data bat?
Yeah, the data bat will just come in and swoop up and steal it.
That's why you gotta get in contact with the VPN spirits.
It's like you call and you say, "Oh, I never got your call." It's because the bat stole it.
Exactly.
Yeah, and they'll just go ahead and eat the data, and then the message will just never be received. Like, you'll send a text message, it'll never be received. You send an email, it never goes through. You send a PayPal invoice, it never gets received. That's what happens.
Literally coastal cellular service in a nutshell.
That's what it is. In case you wonder why your internet sucks, it's because your house is possessed by these.
Yeah, people don't understand this. This is one of the reasons why Karens are so... No, sorry, I'm jumping from topic, but from all the spirits we've told you before, and they're so diverse, this is one of the reasons why Karens are so hard to actually attack.
Yeah. Yes, you also...
It's because they're surrounded by hordes of spirits.
It's the reason why we never step sideways in Rage Coast Appalachia, because I'm not dealing with Green Dragon.
The dragon spirits. Even though there is no dragons on the planet Earth, there are still dragon spirits. Very rare, but they're around.
Insta Road is an advancing wall of death, but I'm not dealing with the dragon.
Yeah.
No, the dragon would absolutely kick your ass.
With next on the list of silly spirits, the ambulance chaser, a spirit of litigation.
Oh no!
So what these guys are is that they're like red and blue flashing men that just run down the streets and run in front of cars and will just cause freak accidents to happen. And you'll crush your car, it'll smash into something, and then an ambulance shows up, and they'll be the reason why the ambulance shows up. They're just like just assholes that just run out in the middle of the street and cause accidents, and that's what they do.
I believe
I'm not sure if I brought this up,
causing the accidents.
But I forgot to brought this up. But spirits, when I was looking through the spirit books, and since you have the city book open in front of you, how many of those spirits have the manifest power?
Majority of them.
Most spirits can't just step into real world. They just don't want to.
They can do it for a short time only after they step sideways, and they can cause something crazy to happen.
Yeah, most spirits just don't like stepping sideways.
Yeah. I'm Baka.
Yeah, that's...
So if you're thinking a smart idea to taunt a spirit, don't.
What else is a spirit in the city? Bloody Mary.
Oh.
Oh, don't get me started.
Oh, no.
Yeah, it works off the legend, too, where you go look in the mirror, you say Bloody Mary 5 times, you turn off the lights, and then she shows up behind you and kills you. Easy.
Or you could do the alternative where you say Biggie Smalls 3 times.
Yeah, I was about to say that. I was about to fucking say that. Holy shit.
Alright, brothers, do it. Alright, fellas, here I go. Biggie Smalls.
Biggie Smalls.
Biggie Smalls.
Come on, Cartman, stop being a pussy.
God damn. Okay, enough with the park.
And there's other versions of it too, like La Llorona, where depending on what culture it is, this is like a consistent myth amongst all people that live in an urban city. But just the name of the creature changes. 10 points of rage, by the way, when you summon them. And they have stuff like they have the gifts Blooded Touch, Create Fires, Materialize, Peek, and Shatter Glass. And tracking.
Damn.
So after you leave the bathroom, it chases you out of the house and down the street.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
I got one question for you.
Yes.
Can I have just one more out-of-pocket one? Can I just have one more out-of-pocket one, please?
One more.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, you know Pandaverse?
Yes.
They exist. Those Panda versions of South Park cast exist.
Yes.
In the story. That's
there
all I'm
it
going to
is.
say.
The DEI spirit.
Dear God. Those are definitely warm.
All I'm saying is, you can go to the Umbra, go to where they make South Park, and you can find the Panda version.
There it is. Put a chicken in and make her gay.
Here's a thought. Considering that Bloody Mary is a spirit, there is a small group of vampires called the Children of Thorns who are in contact with this thing. So,
ooh. Democavian, right?
Let's see here. It doesn't really know.
Are they Mocavian? We mentioned these guys not that long ago either. But yes. Now I remember they are Mocavians. And they have
I went to visit them one time.
and they unlocked a new version of thaumaturgy where you can just use mirrors as portals. Right.
Hey,
Yeah.
I will say this. I actually got my dick stuck in one of those mirrors. It was not fun.
Yeah.
Frank had to pull it out.
Why did you go dick first into a magic mirror? You know you're
Because
supposed
it's
to go head
funny.
first.
Hey, my dick
Oh.
is as big as my hand. Do you even know how huge my hands are? My hand could cover your whole face, and I could put my pinky finger through your nostrils.
See,
Yeah, clearly not anymore after you put it in that mirror.
I got another spirit for
I'll
you.
clean out your nose.
Got another spirit for you. You want to talk about the legal spirit? Why is this image so low resolution?
What do you mean the legal spirit?
So you remember
I'm afraid.
when you watched Schoolhouse Rock and you saw the "I'm just a bill, yes I'm only a bill, and I'm sitting here on Capitol Hill."
Yeah.
Those are in the Umbra. Where
I thought he was going to look like Harvey Birdman.
that just every individual law that a country or a city or a county passes will form a spirit that will walk around and repeat what it does ad nauseum and try to enforce itself.
Does that make no make
You
sense?
are not allowed to chew gum at 12 o'clock.
Yeah,
you
right.
are not.
And it will follow you in the Umbra, and it will keep
Actually-
shouting this at you and try getting other spirits to attack you until you stop doing the law that you are so you stop breaking the law.
You cannot get beer past curfew.
There it
You
is.
cannot come into the store until 7 in the morning.
See,
you have to
you
be
can-
21
you
to
must-
drink and smoke
It-
weed.
If you're trying to buy alcohol in North Carolina, you must show your ID, even though we can clearly see that you're in your 20s.
Yeah,
I'm
you
50
have
years
to
old.
put
I'm
your
making a
ID
leg.
to,
It's-
you have to scan your ID to the cashier because the system won't accept it.
Yes.
I'm fighting numb.
See.
Why can't I get my booze?
See, and then Leslie,
Because the ID.
I'm not even sure how I'd pull up a picture of this. Is the Mercine, the prime number spirit, where they just appear as numbers and fractals and line graphs just floating in space in the Umbra.
And numbers don't lie.
Yeah.
I'm number 5.
And that's essentially just all that happens. They just float around, and you have to like solve like a difficulty 6 intelligence in computers, or like roll to figure out what they're trying to say or what their equation comes out to be. And then I guess if you solve the math problem, you get a point of gnosis. And there you go.
I
I
need
can
you to solve this massive equation. What do I get for it? A single point gnosis. Permanent? No. Oh.
There it is. You solve the puzzle.
They hang around with the Count from Sesame Street.
1 diabetes, 2 diabetes. Oh no, that's not even funny.
You fucker.
1 nipple.
There
2 nipples. 3 nipples. Oh, hell no.
Oh hell no! What the fuck?
The ye old Family Guy.
Oh my god! I just come up with something brilliant. Like
Yeah.
spirits in the Umbra are just basically come in the shape of Muppets. It's all Muppets.
This is
Sesame
That's
Street.
fucking awesome.
an excuse so we can
That
watch
would
the
be
Muppet
awesome.
Christmas Carol.
They could.
There it is.
Oh god.
So the Count is a vampire. They've never shown him drinking blood. So
Yeah.
why exactly is
We
the
could
Count?
make a
Yep.
We could literally just make a World of Darkness game like Muppets.
Yeah, it's- like,
I think that's more along the lines of changing the dream.
like Avenue Q, that kind of stuff.
I guess.
Yeah. See.
Finally, we'll figure out how to get to Sesame Street after all these years.
It's
Muppet, the puppetry.
the Muppetry.
Yeah.
Muppetry.
The Muppomancer.
Let's see what.
Why is they never raised for this here? There should be the spirit equivalent for a vampire. There should be.
Let's see.
I'm surprised they never addressed that.
A vampire
I
spirit.
mean,
Best part
I
is
think those
making
are
your
worm spirits.
best part is making your own puppet
Yeah.
and like bring it to game.
Yeah,
if you're
well,
doing a
that's
tabletop
just
game.
playing to Giovanni.
Yeah.
You just
But I just want to say right here another cool thing here. They're also called religion spirits.
religion spirit.
Oh.
They take the form of Jesus and Muhammad.
Amen.
And now we got.
Jesus is
the
like
religion-
in a Hawaiian shirt, short shorts, and Muhammad is just like a giant censor bar.
And now we have to kill you for making a visual depiction of Muhammad.
Oh,
No, I like that episode so much. They did it to mock them so damn
There
hard.
it is. We had to censor this episode because a bunch of you assholes just couldn't take a joke.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, South Park gives no one. South Park gives everyone the fade.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait,
My
did
point
they
is-
take
That's why
all
it's so
the-
popular.
Yeah,
And while it is why it's been on.
for so long.
Did it
What's
take
so
all-
Yeah.
what's so weird is that they're okay with South Park giving their own depiction of God,
Yes.
but like not Muhammad,
Yeah.
which is apparently
It's,
offensive.
Yeah.
How is
It's because that
Because,
religion has terrorists in
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
So,
yeah.
One religion,
sense to
one religion can take a joke the other one can't. Is what we're saying.
Yeah, it's
Well, hold on.
not
I'm
like
trying to-
they.
okay, but-
There was an incident in France about a guy who was stabbed for that. I mean, I'm just saying.
I'm just saying.
But anyway, my point is, every religion, because religion spirits are born for whatever is worshipped, cults actually have religion spirits too.
Yes.
Hello.
Okay.
You
My
have,
name is Elder Cunningham.
you have the spirit of L. Ron Hubbard that you can create.
Joseph
Yeah,
Smith spirit.
Yeah.
So I'm just saying here that one charismatic hippie that started that one nature comedian that worships a tree he painted
Yeah.
exists in the Umbra as a different colored tree.
Yes.
That's all I'm gonna say.
You got all this kind of stuff where you begin to see where spirits begin to like bleed into Mage Ascension, where
Charles Manson spirit.
Yeah.
Ugh.
It's all the
God,
same
that's
Umbra.
horrible.
it is the same Umbra,
Yeah.
and all the Mage
Also,
writers got
yeah.
super salty that Werewolf got to write the Spirit World first.
I will say there's another thing here. There is a religion that worships the rear of a female. That's all I'm gonna say.
There it is. The
Oh,
It's
yes.
called Brazil.
See,
It's called Brazil.
I thought it
No,
was called
there's clear
OnlyFans, but
religion.
you know, that's just me.
there it is.
No, that is actually a religion. It's called
How much money do you spend on porn every day?
How
I
dare
like to
you?
plead the fifth, sir.
Let's see.
I like the boom boom.
A valid question, though.
Bubble butt.
see.
She's so
Hey,
bad.
We're gonna-
I spend most of the time on YouTube watching the gaming channels. Thank you very much.
We're going to open up a GoFundMe to get you a trip to hedonism too.
No.
There it is.
I want to go fund me trip to see Freya
Let's see.
at the North
All
Pole.
I'm trying to say is, with that example, if there's a cult for it, there's a religious spirit of equivalent of it.
There it is. All you need is just 4 points in spirits, and you can just do essentially whatever you want. But behold, Mage the Ascension, there are no rules.
Yes.
Could we
Mhm.
talk about?
It's my favorite game line.
Yeah.
Can we talk about less silly spirits because they
Yeah,
seem to be getting us off track?
Yeah, because I'm
But
trying
definitely
to pull up
is.
something for Blood Dim Tides as I speak, but I'm trying. I'm also realizing I'm just a little bit off frame with Blood
Under
Dim.
the
Oh.
sea.
Blood Dim Tides.
Under the
Look here.
sea.
There's-
I am just a member of the Celestial Chorus. I just worship God in a different type of way.
As I got something for you. Let's go to Blood Dim Tides. There's a few spirit. We have to skip spirits in this. You want to talk about the spiral schools? The spiral schools, where
Spiral School.
where similar
Go
to the
on.
Pokemon Wishy-Washy, these are a bunch of fish that all gathered to form together to one superfish.
Yeah.
I'll be right back.
Hey, yo, like a transformer?
Yeah. So
If only.
yes, they all come together. Yeah, but behold, essentially this Pokemon is what the spirit is. Yeah, just this right here.
Cool.
And what are the stats of this thing? 7 Rage, 7 Gnosis, 8 Willpower, 50 levels of power. And they can create currents. They can freeze you solid, or they can heal you by just eating you and then swimming around you and healing your wounds with Gnosis.
Ah, yes.
Cool.
The Vor Spirit.
And also you got Pankuru Tooth-Edged, the strongest fish, strongest fish in the ocean, with 100 levels of power. Oh my
So
god!
Leviathan.
He's got
That's-
get charms like air sense, armor, control winds, coral shards, flood, lightning bolts, materialize, reef sense, and reform.
No.
Yeah, that sounds outrageous, doesn't it?
Are you sure this isn't the blood shark from the Rokea episode? You know, when those 10 elder ranked were sharks fuse into one fuck off shark.
Not this shark. This is the spirit. As to what he
Oh,
look like,
shit.
he has 2 common visages. When dealing with humans and mages, he appears as a lovely Polynesian woman, wreathed in chains of living coral. But when addressed by shapeshifters, the true form is revealed, where it is this weird. It's this gigantic coral monster whose body is covered in coral. And this giant stone monster that's like Corsola with these giant black eyes. She is a unique spirit. She is the incarnate of every coral reef, and she was around during the time of Kuhn, Set, and Kurl walking the world. And
all I'm gonna say is, the more I hear about the ocean and the world of darkness, the more absolute no one can touch you if you can just constantly get your way to the ocean.
She is.
That's probably why there's a lot of Nefandi down there.
And pretty much she's like your plot point for running an ocean-themed game where she'll appear to you. She'll say, "Please save my coral reefs," and then she'll just juice you up with gnosis. And then she swims into battle, blows up pieces of her body, and then telepathically shoots them at you like a machine gun fire.
Yeah, I was like...
She just has one arm that looks vaguely like an AK-47.
In fact, you can peel pieces of her body off and make swords out of her body that will deal strength +3 damage when you swing them.
Damn.
Yeah. It's very hell of a woman, right?
Yeah. Also, what was I about to say?
Yeah.
Right.
I'll be right back again. Sorry.
Whatever it is, he came back to say goodbye again.
Yeah, I like the fact that the Rokea is, and we already talked about them, but I like the fact that they talk via mind electric pulses.
Yes. And lastly, you have the Scuttlers, where these are the weaver spirits of the ocean. They appear as dog-sized crabs that just scurry around the ocean floor and look for stuff, and then take it.
Money.
There it is.
Money.
Mr. Krabs, yes.
Oh, this brings up... Oh, shit, man. What's the name of the spirit? Right, the Inumi. The Umi.
The Illumis, where... You remember that big anglerfish from Finding Nemo?
Yeah.
Yeah, that thing.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
That thing scared the fuck out of me.
No.
Oh, my goodness.
This is from Japanese myth. It's supposed to be this giant thing of a shadowy person. You know, the darkness of an outline of a person.
Yes.
The only thing that is visible in it is its eyes.
Yeah.
And it's supposed to sink ships.
See.
What the? Hold on. Continue what it is. Let me see if I can find an image for it.
I'm pulling it up as I speak. There it is. The Umibozu. Yeah.
Those things are... Oh, I imagine to run into that one in a fucking game in Japan.
Where you have wild spirits like this. If this thing does exist, it'll be a spirit of the wild when you encounter it. Put up the one that you get in Neo. Where essentially these are just gigantic guys that just wander around the Umbra. They have the gift Break Reality.
Uh-oh. Wait, those things are actually in the book?
Yes.
Fuck no.
And they could just cause reality to glitch out when you're around them. So just being around this guy, stuff will just happen. It'll just happen. It's just a storyteller to have a reason to just do anything. Oh, a luminescent was around.
Yeah. Things are getting a little too boring here.
How many races? What's their stats? What's their stats?
They're not that strong. I think they're only like 35 levels of power.
Oh. Yeah. Let's
power literally breaks reality.
Yeah, it breaks reality. It's a glass cannon is what it is. Yeah.
But it's like.
30 power, 7 gnosis, 7 willpower, 3 rage.
Hey, little guy,
like
what are you gonna do?
Nexus crawler almost.
Yeah, kind of a benevolent Nexus crawler. Yeah.
Nexus crawler.
Yeah, I'm thinking about the Umibuzi from Myth. They're just silent, creepy things. They're like early Lovecraft bullshit.
Yeah. And then what's next on this? We just talked about the Scuttlers, where they just go around collecting stuff off the boat. Actually, that's it.
That's it?
Yeah, that's it with Blood and Tides. That's it.
Okay.
Now, was there any other book that we've gone through that has had a spirit?
Do you want to talk more about the more ancient spirits?
The more ancient spirits. Give me another story.
Okay. Which one do you want? Do you want Nefta, the Wheel Dreamer of Kahit?
She a Black Fury?
Nope. This looks to be Silent Striders.
Good. Who's next?
The Brianna Storm of the Fianna.
Let's see. Fianna. Let's do that. Let's do the Fianna.
Okay. Whoa, she looks scary too. Let's see. So, Brianna Storm Queen is a raven-haired woman of intermediate age, standing at average height. She has a cold look in her eyes. In Chronos form, she is orchard-colored and carries a sword. Her wolf forms coat is brown.
Yes.
History. Brianna ni Anman was born near Gara in Ireland.
Yes.
She ran with the Fianna and only came into her own during the Irish Peasant Revolt of 1641, which pitched the native Catholic population against their English landlords. Brianna swiftly became a leader in the rebellion, eventually marrying a kinfolk rebel leader, Keegan O'Brien. When the English Civil War struck Ireland, she agreed to support the Irish and royalists, almost an uneasy alliance, against the parliamentarians. Cromwell landed in Ireland with fresh English forces in 1649 and took Drogheda, sacking the town's populace.
Yes.
Brianna's husband was slain, seeking sanctuary in the church. This event enraged Brianna to the point of fury, even after she was named Storm Queen. From her base near Loch Ness, base of Loch Ree, sorry.
Yes.
She led the Fianna against the English forces again and again. So destructive were her raids into Ulster and Dublin that a price was placed on her head. Cromwell's lieutenants feared her. Brianna was finally slain by another Fianna, Fallen Moon Dreamer, who had kinfolk in the Pale near Dublin.
Yes.
His treachery is a reminder that not all the Fianna fought the English. Some thought of their families, or were kin to the recent Scottish or Welsh immigrants. Fallen lured her into Dundalk for talks and slew her with his pack. The Fianna of Ireland to this day hold her up as an example of extreme heroism. Oh, that's pretty much it for her history.
Yeah, that's
okay.
Yeah, it's a simple story.
The chick looks like she belongs on a hair metal band cover.
She's a badass, is what she is.
Material course.
You post her image anywhere?
I mean,
she has an eye in her mouth.
Yeah, I'm reading the book, the physical book, because I decided to print one out.
Oh, okay.
And the habitat, the Fianna homeland near the Arcadia Gateway holds the abode of the Fianna ancestor spirits. Brianna dwells in a glade near the resting place of the great Fianna lords. Rocks set in a curious design led down into the valley. Brianna will caution her Fianna kinfolk in the homeland not to revel too hard, but to aid in guarding the gates to Arcadia, at least the minions of the worm approach.
Asking the Fianna not to revel too hard? Do they not know who they're talking about?
You're gonna go insane by being that close to Arcadia too.
Yeah, that sounds like one hell of a party.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, in the Umbra, there are Fae spirits that are just outside of Arcadia. Do not touch Arcadia. Do not go to the realm of Fae.
Yeah, occasionally that Chimera slips through too.
Yes. It's very much one of the few things. It's one of the few things across all books.
Yeah.
Nobody fucks with, and it's called the Fae.
Don't go near the Arcadian gates. You just look at it and it's like, huh, I have a horse head now.
Yes, especially the Puka who just steal your money and sell you drugs.
Yeah.
I may not be able to level Mountain anymore, but I can still level you. Yes. Piss off. The Fae.
The gates of Arcadia is cosmic horror.
That's kind of what the Fae are.
I don't know.
You're not all.
I mean, I don't know. She didn't seem much that interesting. I mean, like Spirit of War, material correspondence is like of Earth and Ireland, and taboos like she won't associate with any Brotherhood of Heron and those Fianna who hold any alliance or with the British rule or Northern Ireland. Yeah, makes it, or the Welsh ones.
Well,
So,
this sets up the premise for my mother's fundamentalist Fianna.
Well,
fuck the Welsh, apparently.
Crap, I was dragged into the Brotherhood. Now I'm part of nobody. Fucking twats.
Can we talk about this? The Tefty Wheel Dreamer. The picture of them looks fucking scary as fuck.
You bring up the Wheel Dreamer. Let's go into it.
Okay.
I posted it in studio notes. That's what they look like.
Well, that's it. So we have an image. Okay, let's see. Oh no, it's the yokai you're talking about. Yeah.
Yeah, that's them.
Yeah.
Studio notes. Let's see.
Yeah, it's the yokai.
Well, actually, what I can do is I can take a picture on my phone and then send it to you by my phone.
Take a little snap.
So how about I do that?
Little snap. It is. This is how you have to share books back in the day with a cell phone picture.
Back in my day, we used a cell phone.
Back in my day, we didn't have that thing you had.
Back in my day, we didn't have seatbelts back then. And if you went flying through the windshield, you liked it.
Let's see what we got.
Well, back in my day, I was in a war. Xbox or PlayStation. PC, you fat retard.
Hold on. Back in my day, Vampire Methuselah, we punched mountains off the. We punched the cliff. We shattered mountains.
I think there's a Freudian slip in that. See,
my bad.
The picture's not
back
signed.
In my day,
the fuck is this? Are you sure? You sure you ain't some sort of Black Spiral dancer?
Well,
please. Back in my day, I took punches that could level cities. Well, actually, no, I took punches that could level mountains. No, wait, I took punches that could level.
Tell me about
honestly,
the wheel
Johnny.
Woman. What?
Johnny, I thought the same thing, but yeah, this is a spirit for the
it's a spirit of the person. Of
the Silent Striders.
Yeah.
So,
I think
the twin sisters Neftia and Skahit were twins born in Egyptian kinfolk who resided in Cordoba, Spain. Their Arabic birth names were Sofa and Kentara. But after their rite of passage, they received the ancient tribal names of the Striders. Neftia absorbed all classical knowledge, while Skahit mastered geography. The two took to wandering the Islamic and Christian worlds, offering themselves as tutors to great Garu families. Since women did not wander alone, they excelled at disguise as well as umber travel. While in Baghdad, they learned that the ancient artifact of the Silent Striders, the Eye of Kadir, had been seized by the Hashashian. Thank you.
Yeah.
Alone, the two sisters infiltrated the order and recovered the eye. Skahit wore the famous jewel. She wore the fabulous jewel. While she lived. That sentence doesn't make sense. Anyway, she wore the jewel around her neck.
Yes.
In 1256, the Mongols lay siege to Baghdad. Mm-hmm. The sisters saved their kinfolk from the doomed city when the abased dynasty fell.
I don't know.
No longer abased anymore, huh?
Nope.
This experience marked Neftia. She felt that no place on Earth was safe from chaotic destruction and pondered how to
fuck. Yeah, I'm at damn. That recording just put it out. Well, there we go. We were going to talk about some more stuff, but I guess that's the end of the episode. The OBS decided for me the episode was over. Well, yeah. No. I mean, it just went out too. Well, there we go. I guess that's it for now. Ryan, I'm not gonna hold this against you, but I'm also gonna hold it against you. All right. Well, that's it for the episode, everybody. GN.